And it's tasty, it's not tough. And why is it so good? Because Old Trapper is a 50-year-old family business known for their relentless commitment to quality. They take smoked beef extremely seriously, and you can taste it in every single bite. Old Trapper is packed with protein. It comes in 4 great flavors that satisfy all your cravings. Quality smoked meat at its finest that goes with you wherever you go, to the game, to the gym, to the beach. So look for Old Trapper in the Clearview bag. You can see the quality you're buying. Look for it in major retail stores near you. If you don't see it, clones, ask for it by name, because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
The Rick House, Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar, has great specials throughout the week, like $10 Tuesdays. Get 8 traditional wings and a draft beer for just $10. Wednesday night is date night, 2 salads, an appetizer, a bottle of wine, 2 entrees, and a dessert for just $55. Friday is smokehouse night with the best ribs and brisket around. Saturday is Italian night, featuring all of our made-from-scratch pastas along with 2 glasses of wine. And on Sunday is the legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
Hey folks, Uptown Brewing Company is proud to be your friendly neighborhood brewery. We have an incredible lineup of year-round and seasonal brews available in our tap room, and we're also the home of Billy Beer. The tap room features weekly beer and wine specials, events, and live music on the weekends. Need to book a holiday party? We're happy to accommodate. Our staff goes above and beyond to make you feel welcome and keep your glass full. Come see us at Uptown Brewing Company, 418 Evans Street, Uptown Greenville.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
You'll save a whole lot of money with Christmas cash savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Spruce up your home in style and save up to 15% off store-wide, plus 6 months special financing, or choose 48 months special financing. Give yourself the gift of better sleep on a new mattress with 48 months special financing, plus a wide selection of in-stock and top-of-the-line Serta and Restonic mattresses. Don't miss Christmas cash savings going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, football is back! Just how you remembered it. Tailgates with an ice-cold Pepsi in hand? Totally back. That between-play sprint to the fridge for more Pepsi is back, baby! I really miss this. Anyways, consider this your official excuse for always putting football watching first, courtesy of Pepsi. That haircut appointment? Your mom told us you look great, so you should probably reschedule. Seeing the in-laws for the first time in ages.
It's been so long.
Nope, sorry, Susan. Not if it's on Sunday. Long story short, after the year we've all had, we think you could use a little football watching. So crack open a Pepsi and cheer your football watching face off. With love, Pepsi. Made for football watching. That's what I like.
Hi, this is Billy Parker from Parker's Barbecue. Did you know that we cater? Let us cater your next private event, church gathering, or backyard party. From traditional pig pickings to regular chop barbecue, Parker's has anything you need. Parker's, where you're always treated like family.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this one purple.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the pirate nation, here is your host, Clip Bryce.
All right, it is that time. It is 3 o'clock Eastern on a Wednesday afternoon, and here we are inside the Pirate Radio studios for another edition of Pirate Radio Live. Coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com, and watch the show on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and you can find a lot of great content there, including last night's recap of East Carolina's victory over North Carolina A&T. The Pirates remain perfect at home. We will dive into that quite a bit on today's program, as you will hear from a former Pirate assistant coach, now the color analyst on the Pirates IMG Learfield Network, alongside Jeff Charles. Michael Perry will join us on the show coming up in about 30 minutes or so. We'll talk to Coach Perry about his job and his transition from the sidelines to the mic, and also this East Carolina team, which he has seen win a whole lot of home games this year to start the 21-22 season. So Coach Perry joins us at around 3:30. We'll talk football and more with Mully. Mike Mullis coming up at 4 o'clock. The voice Jeff Charles joins us to talk some Pirate hoops and Pirate football in hour number 2 of today's show. We'll get his thoughts on East Carolina BC going at it in the Military Bowl at 5 o'clock. Well, how about this? You heard it here first. Bryce Williams. I didn't hear anybody saying ECU was going to play Boston College this time last week. Somehow Bryce Williams and that big old brain of his knew. He had the prediction last week. We'll talk to Bryce Williams about the matchup. We'll go Pirate Radio outdoors. And, oh, yeah, treasure chest open for business for another day. We'll run over the prizes that have been won and the ton of prizes that are left inside the treasure chest here for 2021. So we got all that, a lot more. Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer, Chandler Honeycutt here with you as well. But it's Wednesday, it's 3 o'clock, and the J.H. Rose Rampants just keep on winning, and they are heading to the state championship. So we got to talk to the head football coach of the Rampants, former Pirate, former Havelock Ram. CJ, he is Will Bland, joining us today on the Fixed NC Live line. Will, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm having a great week. Just trying to get ready for the upcoming game in 2 days.
Yes, sir. And Will, I called you on the phone Monday to set you up for Brian Bailey to go on his show, and you said, well, you're going to have to say go Rampants one more time. And I think I got one more and only one more left in me, Will. So I'm going to give you one more today. But, man, this has been a lot of fun talking to you and following this team. And I said this, and you're the head coach. You probably look at things differently than everybody else from the outside. But, were you thinking, Will, at any point in this season, and you coaches are so week to week, but did you think you had a state championship representative and an Eastern champion team you were coaching all year? Or, is this run kind of improbable you've been on? How do you figure it?
Well, I thought we had a great team in the spring, and unfortunately we got knocked out in the first round. But I thought the team coming back would at least get to the third or fourth round. Never thought that they would be able to pull all this together and go out there, play for each other, and then make a run like we have been doing the last couple of weeks. So they shocked me, but, with kids, anything possible, and they have showed that. They showed their ability to overcome adversity to get to the point, and I'm just happy for them.
And Will, the old cliche is true. Tough to beat a team twice in the same season. You got Jacksonville by 7 back in September. You got Jacksonville by 7 in December. So tell us about the second date with the Cardinals and how you guys were able to pull that off last week.
Well, again, hats off to them. They are a great football team. Either way, one of the teams from the Big Carolina Conference are going to represent the state. We're very fortunate with us, and I just thought that the kid prepared great the whole week, and that was a big, what I was hearing all last week was we didn't have enough time to prepare for them. We didn't have enough time to prepare for Rose. We only had 2 days. We played against new run.
Right.
Like we did the same thing too. So now we each got a week practicing. Now we can go out there. Now we really can see, all right, who's better than who got the better players. And I just thought our kids came out there very focused, had a fire in their eyes, knew what they wanted, knew that I had the opportunity to represent not only their school but this county and the state. And they just went out there and played 4 quarters of great football.
Talking to Will Bland, head football coach of the J.H. Rose Rampants. They'll be taking on Dudley in the championship. And I know with all sports, Will, you're getting your team ready, but you do have assistant coaches kind of looking at the next opponents, scouting the next opponents, just so you'll be ready to go for that game week. How about when you're in a bracket like this and you go through the East, do you yourself or any of your assistants kind of looking on that west side, seeing who you might play, or does all the Dudley prep kind of begin when you find out they're the team on Friday night?
Well, now you kind of figure out early on that who's you might get up. You get about 2-3 teams that you think in the West can probably make that run, and you might have to play if you was eventually able to get to the state title game. You know, we had Dudley up there. He was already up there. We also had Stateville up there, and we also had Weddington. So, but Dudley made it out. So we have a couple of film with them. They do a lot of their games streamed online, so you can go online and see a couple of their games. So we started prepping probably about the third round of the playoff when we started to see that the team was like, okay, well, we can make a run. We keep playing the way we playing, getting turnovers, not creating turnovers, then we might have a chance to go to the state. So we've been prepping them for a while.
Will, Dudley, as you know at this point, has not lost a football game in 3 full months. Their last loss came against Hillside on September the 3rd, and they have put up some impressive scores. They're coming off a shutout. They allowed just 10 points, 10, 6, and another shutout in their playoff game. So obviously getting it done on the defensive end. What have you seen so far from them, and what are they doing so well to go on this run?
Well, they got a great pass rush. They got them 4 guys, them 4 defensive linemen that are very good. I think they got over 90 sacks this whole season on them. The linebackers are pretty decent, and they got some corners on the outside that are athletes. So they rally to the ball. They're big, like I said, with any Dudley team. They're very big. They're athletic. So we just gotta make sure that we can try to get them out in space. Try to get them in the open where we can put some of our athletes on their athletes. And, see which ones come out on top.
And, Will, when you get into postseason play in any sport, one of the most important things is health. How are you doing at the end of the year compared to the beginning of the year? And I know that was a detriment for Rose when Michael Allen was unable to go in the spring, but he's running hot and heavy right now. How are you doing as a team health-wise here at the end of the year playing all these extra games?
I think we're pretty healthy. I think we might have some nicks and bruises, but I think the starters and the backers that normally play in the game are pretty healthy. We try to keep them. I know on Monday we don't go that hard with them. If they're banged up a lot, we might take 2 days off of them just to get them back to that plant shape for that Friday game. But most of our kids are pretty healthy. I think we probably got 2 out right now, but they don't contribute a lot to the starters and the backups. So I think we're probably the healthiest we've been, and Michael Allen is at 100%. So and Clavon is about 85-90%. So I think we're ready for this Friday.
So what's the rest of the week look like for you, Will? We're here Wednesday afternoon. What's the Thursday and Friday pregame looking like for J.H. Rose?
Well, today is hopefully we can get on the field one last time on our field and get some stuff done because the rain has stopped. Then tomorrow morning we have our walkthrough in the mornings again. I want to try to keep stuff traditional, what we've been doing, try to stay normal, so we have that walkthrough in the morning. And then we'll leave on at 12:30 on Friday to head down to Chapel Hill.
And, Will, it's usually, and correct me if I'm wrong, Championship Saturday. You're playing on a Friday night. Do you like keeping the same routine, playing on a Friday night here in the championship?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great. I mean, like, not only normally you got to plan for extra game, extra day, but since we were going on Friday, what we've been doing the whole season, just keeping the kids in routine. They know what to expect. They know that we have practice Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday we play a game. So, and we've been playing at 7 o'clock this whole season most of the time. So that's normal too. So I think the kids are ready. The kids are excited. I know our school system is excited. The community is excited. So I think we just can't wait to get out there.
And Will, this will be, I believe Scooter Rogers said Keenan Stadium, right, in Chapel Hill?
Yep, Keenan Stadium in Chapel Hill.
How many fans are you expecting to make the trip? You got any buses planned or anything like that to get some students and fans there?
Yeah, they just finished confirming that they will have 2 charter buses for the students.
Wow.
And they got a fan bus. I heard from somewhere else, and then I heard a lot of people are going down there to support the Rampant. So that's what we want. We love to see you out there. We love to see Pitt County out there because this is a county thing. I don't think it's no longer a rivalry with the schools. It's all about the East versus the West. So we need all.
There you go, and that's a great point, Will, and that's what makes the whole thing fun too, right? Like, I remember asking you about a key at some point during this long playoff run you've been on, and you said the key is the fans get in the stands, making some noise, and it's all about the school pride, and as you said now, city pride, county pride, East pride for J.H. Rose as they take on Dudley, and the Friday night lights, man, you played in them, and when the fans are there and loud, it makes it all that much better, right?
It does. You out there, you playing for, you so much emotion. You're playing for yourself, you're playing for your teammates, your coaches, your family, your friends, your community, and just to have them out there cheering you on. And then at the end, if you come out victorious, celebrating with you, if you come out defeated, they're there to pick you up, tell you great job, you got a great year. So.
Will, I think the great thing about your run, you've had some blowouts that you've won here in the playoffs. You've had some tight games. You had a low score in the game in there with 71st. So your team has found a way to win no matter the opponent, no matter the style of game, style of play. How about this week versus Dudley? We talked about their defensive numbers. Well, what's your key on offense to put some points on the board against this Dudley team?
Oh, we're going to do a lot of mixed direction. We're going to do a lot of empty backfield. We want to try to get some of their linebackers to space with some of our great athletes. We just often line that they have grown up this whole season, so we need to go up one more time. They got a big challenge in front of them. But they can get Will some time in the pocket to be able to throw that ball to some of the great receivers we have. And Michael get up the part and keep doing what he's been doing throughout this playoff time. I think we'll be okay on the offensive side of the ball.
Will Bland joining us. Will, good luck, man. Congratulations on this run. Go finish it off with the championship, and we'll reconvene in the future and talk about this great season, this great run you've been on. We wish you nothing but the best of luck, man. We're pulling for you, Will.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for always having me on. This has been a great experience. I truly enjoyed talking to you these last couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. Been a fun ride, and glad to experience it with you, Will. There's Will Bland, head football coach of the J.H. Rose Rampants, and he kind of sold me there. He sold me that this is not just about Rose anymore. It's about the East. So Shirley Rhodes, Farmville Central. CJ's a Havelock Ram. Chandler is a Lakewood Leopard. Calls games for Whiteville. Are we all on the Rampant bandwagon here at this point?
We the East.
Oh, absolutely.
We the East.
We the East, baby.
All right. I would like Nate Connor.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard for you.
People still accept me after all
this.
That's
like me pulling for Green Central.
Yeah,
I can't do it. It's so difficult to do. And it's just,
but
he does have a point.
When you know the people involved, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah. And Will's a great dude, so we're pulling for him. And the Rampants coming up Friday night. Is this new because of the new playoffs? Have there always been Friday championships? I always thought it was championship Saturday.
Usually it's on Saturday.
Yeah, so maybe it's because they have more team. I don't know. I don't know.
It's because they do like the 1A, 1AA, like. The past 3 or 4 times I remember New Bern going to a state championship, they've always played Friday, but I know Havelock's always played Saturday.
Fair enough. So good stuff. Friday night, 7:30, Keenan Stadium will be the scene. I was when we used to do the high school game of the week here on Pirate Radio, I was able to. Well, first of all, Shirley and I called the Farmville Central Girls Championship in Reynolds Coliseum.
That is correct.
Which was absolutely awesome. Now, Shirley, you might have been on these trips from a technical side. I don't recall. but I remember doing sideline reporting for a game at Carter Finley Stadium for a championship.
I was not a part of that trip, but I do remember you doing the sideline because we had a wireless mic that we used, and I had to make sure that was functioning.
Correct. I also did either color or play-by-play, I can't remember at this point, for a game at Wallace Wade Stadium for J.H. Rose.
And I was not a part of that trip either.
So never.
Really, the only high school trip that I took was the one that you and I did for Farmville Central's girls team,
which ended in. If you could find that clip real quick, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you can find that.
Yeah.
As we begin today's rundown, let's get that up and let's talk about the men of Minges. East Carolina, another win last night at home, taking care of business. Should have won and did win. And I don't know how many of you out there are legal gamblers.
I have it, by the way.
I'm only talking to the legal gamblers, not the illegal gamblers, but the Pirates were able to cover last night thanks to a late Vance Jackson free throw when things got a little hairy when the backups came in. We'll talk more about that one in a moment, but let's cap off our high school talk, Shirley, with Farmville Central winning the state championship years and years.
This was 2007.
2007.
Megan Zulu to Crystal Smith. Shot goes in. It goes in. Farmville Central wins. Farmville Central wins. In overtime, Crystal Smith, a freshman, brings home the state 2A title. Back to Pitt County and back to Farmville Central High School. Your final score, 56-55.
Oh my goodness
that
gracious!
Didn't even sound like you.
Well, first of all, because I had lost my mind. Yeah, well, I've told this story a million times. If you've listened,
you kidding me?
Well, no, you got to understand.
Into Dick Vitale.
Oh, baby! Well, first of all, you got to understand at Reynolds Coliseum, where they had us in press row, we were literally like
we were in the student section.
We were basically in the student section. The students were. I mean, I could turn around and touch somebody behind me. That's how close they were. And when Crystal Smith hit the shot, I was excited, number one, because I knew Crystal Smith. Her mother and I went to high school together.
That's my baby!
Well, no, I just knew who Crystal Smith was. But then, and like I said, when Crystal hit the shot, I jumped up and started jumping up and down and Clip literally had to grab me by my sleeve and pull me down because I was taking all the equipment with me. And so I was about to destroy thousands of dollars worth of broadcasting equipment because I just completely forgot where I was for a second.
But I mean,
he was excited as well. I lost my voice. I strained my vocal cords so badly.
You're kidding me, baby!
that
Jaguar!
We were riding back and Jonathan called and said, that was so awesome. And I was like, yeah, it's really great. We were in the McDonald's drive-thru and I couldn't even order anything. My vocal cords were so strained.
What a fun moment.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
And a great venue.
In overtime.
Wow. Crystal Smith at the buzzer. And indeed, a freshman. The diaper dandy.
The
diaper dandy.
Well, you had the Zulu sisters. That was Megan and Kim.
Yeah.
And you expected one of them to get the ball and make the shot, and you didn't expect.
Who is the coach, Shirley?
Shay Hayes.
What is she doing now?
She is a high school coach, I think in the Triangle area somewhere was the last time I checked. But Shay Hayes was a former ECU basketball player, and she was and actually was an assistant for a short time for the women's team here at ECU under Heather Macy's staff. And then she traveled around. But, yeah, she was the coach at Farmville Central. And she, I remember very vividly, I was jumping up and down, all excited, and I looked over at the bench to see Shay Hayes just standing there and staring for like what seemed like forever. It was probably maybe 3 or 4 seconds. She wasn't sure the basket counted.
That was great.
And it wasn't until the referee made the signal, and that's when she decided it was over at that point.
Redbeard, by the way, saying he's proud of you, Chandler. He said, Chandler, no reps, getting some reps today. He said he's proud. Way to go, buddy.
You going to light up the Carolina skies today?
I'm going to light up the Pirate Radio sky.
What a reference that is that will live on forever. If you missed our John Jacobs chat from
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That was a lot of fun on Tuesday with Igo.
Yeah, that was.
All right.
I mean, between that and Igo giving Chandler some grief, it was a rather entertaining hour.
That came from a deep, dark place, I think is where that came from, buddy.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know what? I'd rather you draw
what
the
did I
ire.
do to Stephen Igo?
Wait. I just want to say, I'd rather you draw the ire of Stephen Igo than me.
Yeah.
Because I'd hate it if Igo went after me.
I mean, it is what it is.
Well, I mean, look, it's not your fault that you're a social butterfly. It's okay.
On to ECU basketball. I am not sorry, Miss Jackson, because I'm going to talk good about your son. 23 points for Vance Jackson last night. 8 rebounds.
Ooh, well done, sir.
20 for J.J. Miles, a.k.a. J.J. Smiles. And Tristan Newton added 14. Tremont Robinson-White also in double figures with the East Carolina victory over North Carolina A&T last night. I was not there. Chandler, you were in Section 213. CJ, were you there?
Oh, we were right above him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were. And also 213.
Oh, did Igo get up this time?
Did Igo celebrate?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Nope.
What a bum.
Oh.
What a bum.
Nope.
You know what? We're going to have to let Slater know and have Slater have a chat with
I mean,
us.
Slater would be louder than he is.
Oh, I'm sure.
We will hear, if we have time, from Joe Dooley. In fact, let's do it right now.
Okay.
First of all, I'm a Brandon Suggs guy. I don't like hearing my guy turned an ankle. Hit cut 5, Shirley. Let's get a Brandon Suggs update.
Cut 5. Okay.
He tweaked it yesterday and retweeted it today. So I guess he stepped on someone's foot in the first half and he couldn't go. So we sat him out the second half.
The double tweaker, Brandon Suggs, finishing with no points and 3 turnovers.
Tape that sucker up and go.
But part of being a Brandon Suggs guy is being a Brandon Suggs guy in good times and bad times.
Yep.
And I'm here
through thick and thin
through it all. But he should be good to go when the Pirates take on Liberty coming up.
Classic ride or die.
Next week. Speaking of injuries, let's get an update on Alonzo Frink. Did not play last night. Of course, Cy Seymour told us yesterday that Luigi DeBow was attending a funeral for a family member. So his was not injury related, but he was away from the team. He'll be back next week as well when the Pirates take on Liberty. But how about an update on Alonzo Frink?
Hopefully, maybe practice some minutes at the end of this week. I mean, we'll get Luigi. Luigi will be back on Thursday, so we'll get those 2 guys back.
Yeah, hopefully you get the 2 big guys back for the meeting against Liberty. Speaking of big guys, I wonder if Liberty still has that big dude who was running point, looking like Shaquille O'Neal a few years ago. I have to look at their roster.
I feel like that was 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
2?
Liberty basketball roster. I don't know. I can see if I can remember his name.
It's one of those situations where it's like, who do you think of when you see this logo or when you hear this school? I think about that guy every time I hear Liberty. I don't think about Hugh Freeze or anybody else. I think about that basketball player who literally just ran the court the whole game against East Carolina a few years ago.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I think about Jerry Falwell's wife's pool boy. That's my first thought. Second thought, the big guy for Liberty. The Pirates get a long layoff as they will not play again until next Friday. Let's hear the opening comments from last night's victory. East Carolina winners over A&T. Here's Joe Dooley.
Some good things, some bad things. We didn't get off to the greatest start. I didn't think that we matched our energy early. I thought A&T had great energy, great pop, especially on the offensive glass, which bothered us. I thought our first shot defense was good, but it was transition second shots that bothered us in the first half. I thought we tightened it up halftime in the second half and got in a little bit of an offensive rhythm to move the ball around and got control, and then sort of lost our minds at the end, which we got to make sure we tighten up, especially those young guys got to understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, and need to execute a little bit better.
Yeah, a bit demoralizing when you bring in the reserves, then you have to take them out and bring the starters back in. That is never a good thing, and we saw that last night in Minji's Coliseum. More ECU Hoops talk coming up with Michael Perry in just a moment. Real quick, want to get to the ACOTW. That, of course, stands for the Ask Clown of the Week, and this week that goes to Kirk Herbstreit. And I like Kirk Herbstreit. He's fine. I think he does a good job, especially doing color analysis. I like him during games. But he went out with the company line yesterday, and now I got to find it. It said, here's his tweet. After 7, he capitalized the word 7. After 7 years of bitching and complaining from a vocal minority that the college football playoff system is rigged and the small guy will never get a chance, all caps. Haven't heard much from you the last couple of days. Everything okay? What's the next conspiracy theory? Can't wait, because that one is history. What a giant ass clown this guy is.
Now, what would this tweet have looked like if that Oklahoma State guy had gotten that extra half yard for the touchdown?
It would have said, great season, Cincinnati. You had a heck of a run, just missing out. Maybe next year is your year.
Fascinating stuff.
But since Oklahoma State fell to Baylor and Cincinnati took care of business on the field and beat Notre Dame, and Cincinnati went undefeated a year after they had already gone undefeated and were left out, just like conference mates UCF years ago when they have their mythical national championship banner. Kirk Herbstreit is going to pretend that it's not set up to help the Power 5 schools. That is just... this is almost like what I do on Twitter, like trolling, being willfully obtuse, pretending to be a moron and typing something out to get a reaction. But I guess he's being 100% sincere here, where he is mocking people that have said that it's not fair, that the system's not fair, that the small guy will never get a chance.
Well, the parity of this season kind of forced their hand. Otherwise, I mean, we see it. They were looking for any reason they could not to put Cincinnati in. Look, if Alabama had lost the game on Saturday, Texas A&M conveniently, after the loss to LSU, Alabama's only loss at the time dropped from 15 to 25. Conveniently not out of the top 25, so that Alabama still had a ranked loss on their schedule.
Yeah, they love props like that, too.
That's also why SMU and Houston weren't ranked for a while, because those would have been good wins for Cincinnati.
Kirk Herbstreit here has been, I don't know, I feel like he's been pretty even-keeled on all this stuff, but that is just completely missing the mark on everything.
It's easier to just be quiet sometimes.
I couldn't believe this tweet. I saw the Bear, Chris Felica, who I like a lot, say the same crap. I don't know if ESPN sent out a company-wide email and saying, here are your talking points this week. Let's make fun of the people who have complained that the small guy has not got a shot.
Yep.
Let's pick on them and mock them, because that was just way out of left field. And Kirk Herbstreit is the ass clown of the week.
Sorry, Kirk.
Congratulations, Herbie. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. Michael Perry, East Carolina, former assistant coach, now does the color analysis on the Pirates IMG Learfield Sports Network. Mike on Facebook Live says, more like Kirk Herb week, because that tweet was lame.
Oh.
Boy, Mike, you really know how to tug on my heartstrings with things like that. Let's get a break in. Michael Perry joins us when we return after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Cadillac CT5 lease at $489 a month, 10,000 miles a year for 36 months for qualified buyers. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Why do I run? Is it because I'm driven? Because I love the challenge? God, no. I do it for the beer. If you're the kind of runner who does it for the beer, this summer you can get one on us with the Michelob Ultra Beer Run. Grab your run buddies and get out there, because this summer there's beer at the finish line. Sign up at ultrabeerrun.com and trade your miles for beer.
This is a public notice. Only Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Every single item must be sold at pennies on the dollar. All wood chest, $99. Computer desk, $99. Nightstands, $49. Dinette sets, table and 4 chairs, $199. Chairs, end tables, coffee tables, $20. Bedroom suits, living room suits up to 75% off. Regular mattresses sets, regular $500. Today, $200. Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing.
If you are push mowing your yard using an inefficient lawn tractor or your current zero-turn spends more time in the shop than mowing your grass, it's time you look at a Hustler zero-turn lawnmower. Residential mowers from Hustler are built like tanks and drive like sports cars. All Hustler mowers have fabricated, welded steel decks. Don't settle on cheap units with flimsy stamped decks from big box stores. Come see Ron Ayers Motorsports. It will guide you to the right mower for your property and your budget. Find us at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville.
ASAP Party and Tent Rentals is your one-stop shop for weddings, anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, birthday parties, or any celebration with friends and family. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals has the widest selection of tents, tables, chairs, linens, china, concession equipment, bounce rides, games, staging, wedding equipment, dance floors, and so much more. At ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, we help people get together. Call today at 756-7903. ASAP Party and Tent Rentals, locally owned and operated on Diamond Drive in Greenville near Agri Supply and Equipment Plus.
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at CarolinaQualityAir.com.
The whole family's home. It's almost time to eat again, but you don't feel like cooking again. So close the microwave, put away that box of instant whatever, drop your spatula, pick up the phone, and get a big bow box delivered with 8 pieces of legendary fried chicken, fluffy buttermilk biscuits, fixins, and tea. Because no one ever said a home-cooked meal has to be cooked at home. Just tap your favorite delivery app for a big bow box at your front door. It's bow time.
If you live in Eastern North Carolina, chances are you've heard of Riley's Army. Riley's Army started in 2008 and has provided emergency support to over 300 families who have a child with cancer. Join us on Sunday, December 12th at 2 p.m. at the Winterville Parks and Rec campus for the Santa Dash, benefiting kids with cancer and their families right here in our community. Bring a new, unwrapped gift for a Riley's Army family and help us give our families the Christmas they deserve. Register at runtheeast.com or call us at 252-481-4471. We can't do it alone. We need an army.
This is Roger Harris. Join me and the other Pirate Radio athletes exclusively each Monday on PRL.
To Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place to unwind after work and have fun this holiday season is AJ McMurphy's. As always, AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday night with no cover charge. And on Saturday, December 18th, AJ's will be having their annual Christmas party featuring the Jan Michael Fields Band. There's no cover and everyone is invited. The fun starts at 8, so come on, so come on out and kick off the Christmas season the right way at AJ McMurphy's. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Broad.
All right, got sports trivia tonight at AJ's. We'll be kicking that off at 8 o'clock, so come on out. Have a good time and enjoy some great food, pirate beverages, and some fun sports trivia. Just, Chandler, you going to be there tonight? All right, CJ, you going tonight?
Wouldn't miss a win.
All right, here's just to get you ready for it real
Can't
quick.
be Antonio Gibson, please.
What team has the longest winning streak in the NFC currently?
I don't like cocky clips.
Say the answer. Say it. Say it.
this isn't happening.
Say it. Somebody say it.
The Washington football team.
That
Let's
is
get to
correct.
Coach Perry.
The Washington football team is correct. They take on the Cowboys coming up this Sunday in a big one. All right, now we will head out to the Fixed NC Live line, talk some Pirate basketball with former Pirate assistant coach and interim head coach. He is now the color analyst alongside Jeff Charles on the Pirates IMG Learfield Sports Network. He is Michael Perry joining us today. Coach Perry, appreciate your time. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. But what a way to get the show started talking about the Redskins to a Cowboy fan.
Man, you guys are everywhere. Let us fans have a little fun, Coach. We got 4 wins in a row. We're back in it. And, hey, it sets up a big ball game for Sunday. So that's good, right?
Yeah, I guess so. We'll see.
We'll see. Cowboys still run the NFC East this year, I think, but Washington trying to maybe get in as a wild card or at least put a scare into the Cowboys. We'll see. Coming up 1 o'clock on Sunday. Coach, let's talk some hoops. Before we get into what's going on the court, I want to ask you about your transition into broadcasting. And I was thinking about, some of my favorites. And my favorite guy to listen to in the NBA over the years as far as an analyst has been Hubie Brown. And you got guys like Van Gundy who have a lot of personality, but Hubie Brown kind of just tells you what's on the court, and I think does a great job. There's a generation, Coach, and I'm included in this, that didn't know Dick Vitale used to be a basketball coach. We just know him as a screaming announcer who entertains us. So there's an art to it. I'm curious, Coach, how's your transition gone so far from the sidelines to the microphone? How are you enjoying it?
For me, it's been relatively easy. I just look at it as if I'm just talking basketball, and just kind of lose myself in the game. There are times in which I'm looking at things as a coach, obviously, but sometimes I have to be mindful also that I'm actually on the sidelines giving some input into a game as well. My son was busting my chops recently when Tristan hit that game-winning shot, and he said, "All I heard you say was wow." And, Jeff Charles is losing it over there, and you just said, wow, because my natural instinct was, look at the clock. Was there any more time left? Why are the officials at the table? Why are they looking at the monitor? Is there more time left? Are they going to be able to get a few seconds on there? Are they going to be able to set up a play, a full length for the floor? All those things are going through my mind, so I'm still, processing things as a coach, but also trying to do so as an analyst as well.
Coach, and this isn't busting your chops because I thought this was awesome. This was the first game of the season. I left a little bit early and turned on you and Jeff, and East Carolina had a lead over South Carolina State. And I guess Tristan or whoever was bringing the ball up the court got going a little too fast, and you were saying, slow down. You turned into coach mode real quick and were giving us your inner thoughts on the radio. I thought that was fantastic. It kind of painted the picture as to what was going on the court there. So sometimes you do kind of forget that everything you say, everything that comes out of your mouth is live on the radio, right?
Yeah, there's times which I'm yelling at defenders about, don't run at that guy. He can't shoot.
That's good stuff.
You can already see the guys setting him up to drive by him. Well, last night, the big kid Marlon was in transition, and the guard threw it to him, and it almost his head off. I'm like, why throw the ball to a big guy running down the middle of the floor like that? And I'm yelling out there on the floor. I'm like, whoa, calm down, Mike. Calm down.
That's great stuff. Michael Perry joining us. We'll talk to Jeff Charles later on in this show, get his thoughts on some Pirate football and Pirate hoops. And Coach, last night East Carolina taking care of business at home. East Carolina is perfect at home. I don't know how much you look at what Las Vegas and the lines they put out, but East Carolina has been a favorite in all their wins, and in the 2 games they were underdogs, they unfortunately lost those games to Davidson and to Oklahoma. So basically, they've taken care of business this year, and that includes a win last night over North Carolina A&T. And also, Coach, you've been to Myrtle Beach, but man, this travel schedule's been easy on you because East Carolina does not have a true road game the entire non-conference. So that's a difference for the schedule this year.
No, I've been able to be at home and hang Christmas lights and get my house ready with Christmas decorations. So that's been great. Not much travel at all so far.
How about the win last night? Vance Jackson, 23 points. And, Coach, I love his game as a big man that can handle the ball a little bit, but certainly shoot it from the outside. And it almost looks like sometimes he's slow when he has the ball in his hands, but it's more of a deliberate speed he's playing at, always under control. And we saw that last night with him being able to shoot from the outside. And man, he had a great head fake, dribble in, hit a jumper. We finally are getting to see kind of his full game on display, I think. Well, do you think he's getting more comfortable out there as the games go on, Coach?
Comfortable, but more importantly, confident.
Yeah.
And that's what he lacked. He lacked a little confidence. And I remember talking before we played Oklahoma, one of the assistant coaches I knew coached him in Arkansas. And he was talking about how talented he was, but they were really deep. He said, but more importantly, he just needs a staff that believes in him. He said, I think going to East Carolina was the right decision. I thought that was really key. I thought a couple of games ago, the game, to me, literally, he broke out of somewhat of a shooting slump. I thought the key to his success happened the day before practice. When after practice, and he had been struggling, let's face it, he hadn't been shooting the ball well. But after practice, he's staying around, he's shooting, and Coach Dooley sat down courtside and just watched him for about 30 minutes, just shoot. And I thought, man, that's a really good move right there. And it really shows this kid that the coaches have faith in me. And that's what he needed. He needed to know that even though he's struggling, the coaches have faith in him. They're encouraging him to shoot it. They know he's a really special offensive player, and they want to see him deliver offensively. But as a player, you want to know, even when you miss a few shots, that your coaches still have faith in you. And the coaching staff has done a great job of that, and that's why you're seeing it's paying dividends now on the floor because he's playing with a lot more confidence.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Coach, because J.J. Miles, a week or so ago was kind of banged up, couldn't hit a shot, was struggling. He's had back-to-back big games, 20 points last night, 3 of 7 from deep. Also pulled down 9 rebounds, the team's leading rebounder in the victory. But that goes back to confidence, right? We've heard Joe Dooley in these post-game press conferences. He'll get on the team about turnovers and rebounding and getting back on defense, but you rarely hear him say he wants guys to quit shooting. He wants guys to shoot more, and I think some of that, gets into guys like J.J. Miles, that even if he has an off week, he can come out and light it up and put some numbers on the board as he's done the past 2 games.
Absolutely. And I think, as you mentioned, different guys already contributing offensively. I think that's kind of a reoccurring theme that we're going to see from this team, is you're going to have different guys contributing on a night-in and night-out basis, which is a sign of a good team, particularly offensively, that you have multiple weapons that can contribute in a lot of different ways, night in and night out. And we've seen that from Brandon Suggs having a big game. Obviously, Tristan's having a big year. And then all of a sudden, here's J.J. stepping up and having some good games. And then Vance Jackson starts contributing. There's a lot of weapons on this team offensively, and guys are coming through in a big way on a night in and night out basis. So it might not be the same guy each night, but they're getting it done by way of commitment.
Coach, as somebody who coached as long as you did and seen freshmen come in, what's your take on guys like R.J. Felton and Brandon Johnson? And, man, Brandon really came on the scene. It doesn't seem like this level of D1 college basketball is too big for him. But how about those guys coming along as freshmen and your talent evaluation on them and your thoughts on what they're going to be like as this season moves along and they get more playing time and more experience?
Great additions to the program. Both have an opportunity to be very special overall in the history of East Carolina basketball. My very first practice, I was blown away by Brandon Johnson, BJ. His athleticism, his bounce, first jump, second jump, his length, challenges shots at the rim, his ability to run, scoring the ball in the paint, gets it in and out of his hands quickly. I was impressed with the whole package with him. And, I could see it just in the very first practice. And a lot of things that we're seeing on a night in and night out basis, you see those every day from him. But his athleticism and his length are special. I was shocked that a kid like that had not been recruited at a higher level coming out of high school. I was shocked to hear, he didn't have much, and he went to junior college. And in Myrtle Beach, I run into his junior college coach, who I know well, Walter Shaw. I said, Shaw, how did you get that guy? He said, well, he kind of got caught in the COVID crunch. A lot of kids were overlooked. And he was playing football, ironically. He said he was a 240-pound defensive end and tackle, and he really didn't play a lot of basketball. And I'm like, hold on, time out. A tackle? A defensive end? 240? And he's like 208 now. I saw the kid at the hotel. I said, you play football? He said, yeah, Coach. He has great hands. I said, they didn't play your tight end? He said, no, I wanted to play tight end, Coach, but they wouldn't let me play it. So I had to play defensive end and tackle. But it explains his physicality, and he's not afraid to stick his nose in there. Obviously, when you've been on the offensive line and defensive line, he's not afraid of mixing it up.
And he's got to be a guy that you coaches love because he'll do the dirty work. He'll get on the floor. He'll get rebounds. And I got to tell you, too, Marlon Leston, we saw his debut last Tuesday against Old Dominion, and it looked a tad uncomfortable on the court. But, man, last night he got credited with 1 rebound, Coach, but I swear he had his hand on a lot of balls coming off the rim and passing lanes. He's very active. I think he's a guy that's going to get more comfortable as the games go along, but he looks like the kind of gritty, gutty player you like to have on the inside right now.
Yeah, they're playing him now because of his physicality and his rebounding, and he's a kid that doesn't make a lot of mistakes out there on the floor, surprisingly, for a freshman. He's got really good athleticism, again, the physicality that he has, and he's a little raw offensively, but he's ahead of the game for some freshmen defensively. And I like the fact that even when I go to practices, I mean, he picks stuff up quickly, and he remembers all the keys. I mean, he does all the things that they're asking him to do defensively when he's out there on the floor. So those 2 freshman bigs are tremendous. And then R.J. Felton on the perimeter, oh, wow, he's a high wire act. And I just think you're going to see even more. I mean, the crowd, he's giving them some ooh and ah moments already. But going forward, I think you're going to see even more. He's a special athlete. He's very skilled, and his shooting is getting better. And it's going to be scary. I can just tell you that because he's got a chance to be really good.
Yeah, and if you haven't been out to Minchie's yet, get there for a layup line before the game and check out his between the legs and his 360s. That's almost worth a ticket right there, watching him in the layup line before the game, Coach.
Oh, I mean, it's on a show, and the kids are lining up on the baseline to watch him. It's pretty special to see. But I like the fact that, he's one of the best drivers of the basketball. He's one of those guys, he doesn't need a play call for him. He can get to the rim on his own, which is great to have in the course of a game. And particularly with the way the guys are shooting the basketball, it's opening up the floor, creating great driving lanes, and he's taking advantage of that. And, of course, he gets to the offensive glass and sticks them back, and they found him in transition to throw lobs to him. I mean, he's a special player.
Michael Perry joining us, Coach. It remains to be seen how this Pirate team will stack up against American competition. One of the concerns right now when we get into league play will be rebounding. Are the Pirates big enough? And look, when you get Luigi and Frink back, you're going to have some bigger guys in the lineup. But when you look at what the AAC has to offer, and you watch this East Carolina team through 10 or so games right now, how do you think they stack up with the competition they'll see night in, night out once we get into league play?
I haven't seen a lot of the teams, only a few, and just from what I've been able to see, I think that they're prepared for that. A lot of times questions are answered, particularly with your team, via recruiting more so than drills in practice. I was telling somebody the other day, Mike Davis, who used to coach at UAB, to Detroit now, used to say, well, guys would say, you don't have a good perimeter shooting team. What are you guys doing to address that? He says recruiting. Better shooters. Yeah. What are you doing about your rebounding? Doing more rebounding? Just no. We're going to recruit and get guys that can rebound. They've got some guys that can rebound the basketball. Again, you mentioned Brandon Johnson. We haven't mentioned Alonzo Frank, who's a horse of a man down there in the paint with physicality, rebounds the ball extremely well. A guy with great hands. I'm talking about, like, right now, this team, to me, is prepared to be able to deal with the physical rigors that this league can give to you on a night-in, night-out basis. They can rebound with these teams. One of their strengths right now, obviously, is their defense. That's what they're hanging their hat on. They're holding opponents at 40 and below 40% field goal percentage shooting. But most importantly, these guys have length and they have size. Man, I've talked to other teams, coaching staffs, and that's the first thing they say to me. Man, those guys, they're length, they're long, they challenge shots, they're in the passing lanes, they rebound the ball. I mean, their length and their size is really a problem. So that's one of their strengths right now, their ability to be able to challenge people with their length, both in the passing lanes and also in the rim with shots and also rebounding the basketball.
Michael Perry joining us, Coach. Before we let you go, how about the landscape of college basketball right now? We have seen 3 number 1 teams in 3 weeks. Gonzaga goes down. Duke takes over the top spot. They lose to Ohio State. Purdue takes over at number 1 right now. Purdue and Baylor sitting at 8-0 on the year. You got some other undefeated teams, Arizona, Arkansas, and surprisingly Iowa State undefeated. So is this one of those years, Coach, you think we're going to see a lot of teams at the top of the polls with all the parity going on across college basketball?
Well, I think right now everyone's trying to figure it out. Teams are trying to establish an identity, and they're tweaking some different lineups as well with the staffs, and they're doing it with their personnel, and guys are kind of finding their way. And I think, once you get to we only played basically, we're not quite a third of the season yet. But once we get to about the halfway mark, I think you're going to start seeing the more established teams, or the teams that are supposed to win, are probably going to start rising to the top. But right now, man, it's a problem for a lot of people, and not just at the very top, but even you look at some of these other teams. You're seeing a lot of lower level teams that are playing, mid majors and high major teams, and they're knocking these guys off in conference play. You saw Texas Southern the other day beat Florida. First, they hadn't had a win. They were 0-8.
Yeah.
They didn't have a win. They go into Florida and beat Florida, and wasn't close. I mean, it was about 15, 16-point game. That's happening on a night in and night out basis right now. And I just think as time goes on, it's going to sort itself out. But right now, it's a really exciting time.
Coach, appreciate you joining us today. You got a little bit of time off from calling games, as East Carolina won't take the court again until next Friday in the Spectrum Center against Charlotte against Liberty. So you got a little time off there, and we appreciate your time. We hope you have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Coach, and we'll catch up with you again down the road and talk more basketball with you.
All right, take care.
Michael Perry joining us today on the Fixed NC Live Line, Cowboy fan, but also still a great guy. I know a lot of Cowboy fans that are great guys. Brian Bailey, Brian Meador, Greg Pierce.
I'm not dumb like some Cowboy fans.
Exactly. Bailey's not dumb like some Cowboy fans. But they just happened to pick the wrong team when they were younger to grow up and watch. So, anyway. CJ rocking his Steelers gear today. How you feeling about the Steelers?
Before the Ravens game, I thought we were going to lose the Ravens game, so I was ready to just be the tank commander, drive it, go get Kenny Pickett.
Question.
Uh-oh.
Who's the best team in the AFC North? And why is it the Cincinnati Bengals? Is it?
It really might be.
All those teams are pretty good, and they're also all pretty dang bad.
Yeah. Joe Burrow looks great.
Joe Burrow. I mean, it might be, but then again, this changes every single week. Who the Bengals got this week? They'll go out and get dominated. I don't know. The NFL's too wacky. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. Get you set for hour number 2 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. We're back with you after this.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. Emporium presents A Very Beer Christmas.
'Tis the season to be drinking. Fa la 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 la.
Give the gift of beer this holiday season. Emporium is offering a special 12 Beers of Christmas box. 12 Beers of Christmas is a specially curated 12-pack of beers from different breweries. The 12 Beers of Christmas will have many styles and lots are limited release. 1 beer for each day up to Christmas. Stop by Emporium today on Dickinson Avenue and also on Facebook and Instagram.
Sawyer's Fun Park is the place to be this holiday season. You know the kids already love it, but now the adults can have fun too. Visit the brand new expanded patio at Sawyer's Fun Park. On Wednesdays, it's karaoke. Thursday is open mic night. And Friday and Saturday evenings always feature live music. Let the kids have a blast hanging out at Sawyer's Fun Park. And now you can have as much fun too. And remember, it's never too early to buy gift cards. Sawyer's Fun Park. Fun for kids of all ages, including adults. Sawyer's Fun Park on Corey Road in Winterville.
In studio with Jessica from Fresh Vibes. What's new?
We have been keeping Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina healthy for over 5 years now, offering fresh juices, healthy smoothies, salads, soups, sandwiches, acai parfaits, and the best part, we source organic and local. So if you're looking to get healthy, stay healthy, or jumpstart your health journey, come see us at one of our 2 locations, on Charles Boulevard near McAllister's Deli or across from Physicians East on Arlington Boulevard, or order online at localfreshvibes.com. Fresh Vibes, where local meets fresh.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
At Union Bank, we understand you live life on the go. That's why our banking options are designed to serve you, wherever you are. If you want to meet us in person at one of our local branches, complete banking tasks on the go from the mobile app, or bank from your office with convenient remote deposit and cash management services, we're everywhere you need us to be. Whether you're simply managing a busy schedule or an entire business, we're right there with you with personalized service and helpful tools. Call or visit us online at unionbanknc.com. Union Bank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Christmas time is here, and your friends at E&S Hemp Company have a variety of products to help you have a stress, anxiety, and pain-free holiday season, including tinctures, edibles, topicals, and even smokable items. For every $45 spent, you will be eligible to enter their holiday raffle for a chance to win an awesome gift basket. E&S Hemp is located on Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue, and be sure to check them out on Instagram and Facebook or online at eshempcompany.com.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. You can join the over 50,000 followers today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All right, heard Phil Steele coming back into the show. I tweeted this out over the weekend, but how about this? This is the original tweet I had, July 28th, 2021. It was probably a lot warmer than it is today in Eastern North Carolina. I said, ECU's record if Phil Steele's preseason power rankings turn out to be true. 7 wins, 5 losses. Wins over Tulane, Marshall, USF, Navy, Temple, Charleston Southern, and South Carolina. ECU loses to South Carolina on a last-second field goal. 5 losses to Cincinnati, UCF, App State, Houston, and Memphis. ECU beats Memphis by getting off the field on a 2-point conversion attempt. And I said, I'll take 7 and 5 and run with it. Phil Steele, his power rankings, practically all over it, because I want to say Memphis was very close. In fact, yeah, I had them. They were like the bottom team, like the team closest to East Carolina that were ranked ahead of them. And it was only by a few spots. And they were able to get that win over the Tigers. They did lose the game to South Carolina, which we know that the Pirates certainly could have won that football game at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, but just goes to show that this Phil Steele guy knows his stuff. Year in, year out, he's all over it. And looking forward to talking to him when it gets warmer again and previewing the 2022 season, which East Carolina is going to be picked near the top of the AAC standings. They will once again be projected to go to a bowl game, as Phil Steele had them last year, and it'll be the most optimistic we've been about an East Carolina season since 2014 or 15. What was the I don't remember the optimism level. It couldn't have been that high the year after Cardi Party left, Carden and Hardy, Lincoln Riley out. And then you go into the season with Blake Kemp and James Summers as your quarterback. So this will be probably since 2014, the year with the highest expectations for Pirate football. So it's going to be a fun offseason. It'll be a fun bowl season, which, by the way, we got to get into 40 bowls in 14 days. We'll do that with our next guest, Mike Mullis, and also Bryce Williams in the 5 o'clock hour. And we will open up the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest coming up in the 5 o'clock hour and make you a winner. Shirley, before we take a break and get to hour 2, you going to run down the prizes real quick?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me get my...
Actually, let's put Chandler to work. Do you have can you give him your list real quick?
Sure.
We need to get No Reps Chandler some reps today. So, Chandler, would you please go down the list with me on these prizes we have left?
Okay.
All right, so you go first. I'm going to go second. The third one we're going to say at the same time, and then it's back to you. Got it?
Got it.
All right, here we go.
12 large pizzas from Domino's of Greenville.
Oh, shoot. Do you not have what's marked out?
No,
I do.
I do. I'm sorry.
If there's a name beside it, skip it.
Chandler,
got it.
no reps. I'm giving you some reps.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Pirate gift basket from UBE.
Takeout party for 10 from Parker's Barbecue.
$100 gift card from Emporium. $100 gift card from Chico's.
Lazy Boy recliner from Baltic Oak Furniture.
$100 gift card to ENS Hemp Company.
$100 gift card to Fleet Feed.
$100 gift card to, Ultimate Party Pack from Sawyer's Fun Park.
Not as easy as it looks, people.
I don't see the name until after.
$200 gift card to Factory Mattress.
$140 gift card to Revive Health and Wellness.
Gift basket to Naughty Dog Brewing Company.
$100 in gift cards to Dap House, Christie's Europub, Sidebar, Jarvis Street Bottle Shop.
$100 gift card to Halo.
$100 gift card to Bagel Man.
$100 gift card to Purple Blossom.
Busch Light Neon Sign, Bud Light Cooler and Beach Chair, and 2 15 packs of Bud Light from Carolina Eagle Distributing.
Well done, Chan Man.
Woo!
Those are the prizes left in the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest so far. Mark Hall took home the 12 large pizzas from Domino's of Greenville. David Stahl won the $100 gift card to Fresh Vibes. A $100 gift card to Tiebreakers went to Carrie Brown. Bob Morfitt won the $100 gift card to Jersey Mike's. And Patrick Brown won the free year VIP subscription to Hoist the Colors. So we've got 5 winners so far, and we will make you a winner today coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Let's take a time out. When we return, we'll check in with Mully. We'll talk some football and more with Mike Mullis as he'll join us on the Fixed NC live line. We'll see what is grinding his gears on this Wednesday. A lot more to go. We're back with you after this.
I want to invite you to join our team on Saturday, February 5th for our 2022 Pirate Baseball Banquet. This event will be hosted by Pirate Radio's Brian Bailey, and we have 2 former ECU greats as our keynote speakers. Current first base coach for the Dodgers, Clayton McCullough, and current Oriole, Connor Norby. We will have a silent auction and an autograph hour at the ECU Student Center. The meal will be provided by the famous McCall's Barbecue and Seafood. All proceeds from the banquet will go directly to ECU Baseball. Get your tickets today at ECUPirates.com. Go Pirates.
There are times in our lives when we feel like we have hit rock bottom with nowhere to go, but that is actually when God is closest to us and building us into who we are meant to be. Hi, I'm Holt Nailers, and that's how Built When Broken was formed. BuiltWhenBroken.com is an apparel brand to remind people not only where they've come from, but also where they are going. Visit BuiltWhenBroken.com to get the latest BWB apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. BuiltWhenBroken.com, apparel for our walk through life.
This year, US Cellular is making a big deal out of the holidays. You can choose any phone from any brand free. That's right, any phone you see in our store is free. And get unlimited data for our best price of the season. Just $30 a month per line with 4 lines. Feel the locally grown joy from US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Limited time offer. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey folks, Uptown Brewing Company is proud to be your friendly neighborhood brewery. We have an incredible lineup of year-round and seasonal brews available in our tap room, and we're also the home of Billy Beer. The tap room features weekly beer and wine specials, events, and live music on the weekends. Need to book a holiday party? We're happy to accommodate. Our staff goes above and beyond to make you feel welcome and keep your glass full. Come see us at Uptown Brewing Company, 418 Evans Street, Uptown Greenville.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food, fun, and football. Chico's has been a game day tradition for Pirate football fans for over 30 years. Whether the game is home or away, make it a Chico's day for some great specials and the best chips and salsa in town. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Go Pirates!
They say time heals all wounds. Unless it's your home air conditioner. If your AC looks bad or sounds even worse, time is not on your side. But there is hope. Delcor is looking for the oldest working home AC system in Eastern North Carolina. The winner will get a brand new trade unit valued at over $5,000. Go to DelcorInc.com by December 15th to submit your entry. Brought to you by Delcor, the service professionals, and Train. It's hard to stop a train.
You'll save a whole lot of money with Christmas cash savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Spruce up your home in style and save up to 15% off store-wide, plus 6 months special financing, or choose 48-month special financing. Give yourself the gift of better sleep on a new mattress with 48-month special financing, plus a wide selection of in-stock and top-of-the-line Serta and Restonic mattresses. Don't miss Christmas cash savings going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You work hard for your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we believe that your money should work hard for you. Do you know if it is? To learn more about your investment portfolio, go to mycarolinawealth.com to schedule a free consultation. That's mycarolinawealth.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, welcome back. Hour 2 of today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll visit with the voice Jeff Charles coming up later on this hour. Bryce Williams joins us in Hour 3. We'll open up the treasure chest. A lot to go here on a Wednesday. Saw this headline. We'll talk about it with Greeny on Friday and our next guest, Mully, here in a moment. But Tiger Woods will be playing on the course next week at the PNC Championship, and this is the event where he plays with his son. So it'll be Tiger and Charlie on the course playing. So we were not sure, first of all, about his life and then his ability to walk and then, of course, his ability to play golf after that car accident. But Tiger Woods will be back on the course for the first time since his February 23rd car crash. So there's some good news there. Also saw a headline that said Ezekiel Elliott will keep playing unless he's dragged off the field. Yeah, we're going to drag his ass off the field. Look, this is probably my last week I could be Cocky Clip. I got a feeling. So
I don't like Cocky Clip.
There's going to be some cockiness going on these next few days before what could happen on Sunday when Washington plays the Cowboys. Let's talk to Mike Mullis on the Fixed NC Live line. He joins us today. Mully, how you doing, sir?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. Mully, what is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, gosh. Wow. I'm going to go with Baby It's Cold Outside, just because that's different.
All right. Baby It's Cold Outside, a Mike Mullis classic. There you go. All right, good. Hey, I put you on the spot, and you answered it. How about the Tiger news, Mully? He's going to play in the PNC Championship with his son, Charlie, and I guess this tells you that moving forward, we're probably going to see him in some more majors, right? Like, his career is not over.
Yeah, I don't know if those things are synonymous. I mean, you see guys that are kind of legends in the game that still play in majors long after their career is over. I mean, if anybody can win another one, it's him. I think the fact that he's going out to play with his son, who, if you haven't seen that kid play, he put on a show at the same event last year. But, I mean, I think that's just more about Tiger kind of making that transition in life. And he said it. You know, he goes, I'm going out there as a dad and looking forward to it, and kind of a cool thing. So, but Cliff, I don't know that you can't bet against Tiger, but at the same time, I don't know that.
Well, I didn't say win a major. I said compete in a major moving forward.
And I don't even know that compete in a major is fair. I think he'll be in some majors, but it'll be...
Good grief, Mully. Okay, what word? He will be playing in a major.
Can we just go with appear?
Fine, whatever word you want to use.
I tell you what, you need to watch your tone, young man.
I know, but like first thing, right out of the gate, you're parsing my words.
Well, sorry.
That's all right. Mike Mullis joining us.
Parsman in a pitch.
I had another question. I already forgot it now. I think it was involving Tiger, and now I cannot even remember it. So we'll just move on.
I say all that not to be contrary to you, Cliff. I'm just saying that I think it's going to be super cool to see him play. Let's enjoy watching him go out there and see him play.
All right.
But let's have realistic expectations that dude has put himself through. I mean, he's got as many injuries as the average, defensive back or wide receiver in the NFL. So,
yeah, he was already kind of struggling and has for years, Mully, with the back injuries, right? And now we're throwing in a whole new leg deal and all that.
Yeah, I mean, he's had how many, disc surgeries and how many knee issues. So, I mean, when you swing a glove as violently as he has swung one, which made him what he was, it's almost like a deal with the devil that you can't expect him to play with so long at that level.
I do remember my question now. So you were talking about his son, Mully, and you're not that much older than I, but like I remember Tiger when I was kind of I guess I was still a teenager when he first burst on the scene with the PGA. Like, I didn't know him at Stanford or when he was appearing on shows as a child with his father and was this, like, wonderkin or whatever. Did you know the name Tiger Woods before 1997? Like, did you know of him in golf?
If I remember correctly, Cliff, he was kind of like, and I wasn't an avid follower of the game at all. And actually, I would give credit to Tiger for making me, the fan and the kind of the golf enthusiast that I am. But and then there's been lots of other guys since then. But if I remember correctly, there was like an SI Kids or something that came out that was kind of like the LeBron James deal where they were talking about Tiger and what he was going to be. And a lot of it was because he was, he looked so much different, not just ethnically, but his physicality from what the average PGA golfer looks like. So I remember that kind of excitement, if you will, about what he was going to be and how he was going to change the game. And he's done those things, but no, I don't necessarily remember him coming out of Stanford per se, but I do remember the hype leading up to him, coming on the scene.
And you mentioned Sports Illustrated. I was a subscriber and had the pictures up all on the wall and all that. And they love to try to point to the next big thing, which is why, love or hate LeBron, I'll give him all the credit in the world. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated wearing a crown while he was a kid in high school and lived up and exceeded the hype. So, I give him tons of credit for that. That can't be easy to do. But how many of those guys, Mully, did they kind of anoint that didn't pan out over the years? I mean, a lot more than did pan out, certainly.
No, the one that I remember, and this wasn't as a kid, but this was as a college draft pick and coming into the NFL, was the lineman. With Todd Marinovich was another one.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about, is it Steve Edmond? Was that his name? Is that what you're talking about?
No. Oh, gosh. They talked about, I remember they had, the menu of what he eats in a day. Todd, is it? Oh, gracious. Anyway.
What team was it? You got a team for me?
Green Bay. He was
Mandarich. Tony Mandarich. Was that his name?
Mandarich.
Yeah.
You go. And he ate 18 eggs and 2 whole chickens and that snack. I mean, but I remember those types of things. I remember fairly vividly.
Mike Mullis joining us today on the Fixed NC Live line. Mully, Cincinnati does it. They get in. They might have needed some help for Baylor getting a stop inside the 1 yard line in the Big 12 championship, but nonetheless, they're in. I called Kirk Herbstreit my Ass Clown of the Week for his comments on Twitter about, hey, where's everybody that said a small guy could never get in? Look, let me just read the tweet again. It's unbelievable. And Mully likes to take the contrarian view, so maybe I'm way off here and Herbie's right. Here's Herbstreit's tweet from yesterday, Mully. He said, after 7 years of bitching and complaining from a vocal minority that the college football system, playoff system is rigged and the small guy will never get a chance, haven't heard much from you the last couple of days. Everything okay? What's the next conspiracy theory? Can't wait, because that one is history. Herbstreit basically mocking and doing a touchdown dance on the people that said this college football playoff is not set up for the small guy to succeed, and is saying if you believe that, you're a moron and an idiot and a conspiracy theorist. And I think that is absolutely insane for him to say this at this point. Clearly it's set up for the big boys and not for the young guy, the little guy to get in. But Cincinnati's able to do it this year. And Herbstreit is acting like this is a natural occurrence that we should expect to happen. I think it's insane. What do you think, Mully?
First off, I am absolutely not a Kirk Herbstreit fan in the least. For lots of other reasons. Secondly, I think that it had to be a perfect scenario for it to work out for Cincinnati to get in. Obviously, they earned the right, and it was somewhat by their merits. But again, you look back at the UCF situation. You look back at it would be far more unlikely that it would happen than happen, in my opinion. And moreover, with the realignments of the conferences, I think it's going to be really interesting with Cincinnati going to the Big 12. I mean, what's the likelihood of them getting there again when they don't, when they have to play a little harder schedule? So, look, I think the bottom line is, man, it's a great thing for East Carolina University from a financial standpoint. It's a good thing for the little guy. I mean, this is a David and Goliath type situation when they square off, with Alabama, who is playing as good as anybody in the world except for the New England Patriots. So, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know what the outcome of that game will be, but good on Cincinnati for making it happen.
Yeah, Bama's hot. The Patriots have won 7 in a row, and I guess the next team on that list would be probably the Washington football team, Mully, who's won 4 in a row.
Was that cocky clip I
just? This is statistical, factual clip that sometimes has to.
Then if we if we're going to do that, then we got to add the mighty Rose High Rapids to the mix of teams that are high.
Yep. Talked to Will Bland earlier. They are headed to the state championship Friday night against Dudley. So there you go. How's your Charlotte school at football? Aren't y'all like a basketball powerhouse, Mully?
Excuse me? West Charlotte?
I don't know. You educate me. I'm sorry. I live in Greenville, Winterville, technically.
Have had some issues as of late, but historically have been a football and basketball powerhouse. Made a great hire with a new young coach, and they had an improved year, but they've had their struggles as of late, and but I think things are turning around. Actually, played Rose High in the state championship several years back. I remember that, and in basketball, we were fortunate enough to play South Central in the state championship when they had the stud that now in the NBA. So anyway,
yeah, there you go. I like reliving old high school stuff. We asked our Pirate players on the Players Lounge some of their high school memories. We've gone over some of Mully's great memories in years past. Mully, let's see. We talked about the coaching carousel last week. Oh, man, we had a new curveball thrown into all this. We thought Lincoln Riley leaving Oklahoma for USC was crazy, and then Brian Kelly from Notre Dame to LSU. How about, did you follow the whole Miami deal at all, where they had a head coach, Manny Diaz, and they were still out trying to hire Mario Cristobal, and you never know if these reports are true or not. So when I read that they were going to try to hire Cristobal, and then if not, they might just go back to Diaz, I'm like, is this really happening? Like, is a head coach sitting there waiting on his school to see if they can bring in another guy to replace him? Apparently, that is exactly what happened, and they're able to get Cristobal. Manny Diaz gets his walking papers, and Miami has their guy. Now the loyalty and all that, we knew it was a farce to start with, but now it's just out in the open that it doesn't exist on any side.
Yeah, I think for a period of time, Miami must have had two head coaches, and it might have only been a 2 or 3 minute overlap.
Oh yeah.
The phone was ringing to fire Diaz. But you know what I find to be really, really intriguing about this whole thing, Cliff, is we talked about last week how air quotes distastefully Kelly handled his situation.
Oh, right.
Going to LSU, right? I was like all the talk and man, how dirty he did him.
Because I asked you last week, Mully, what is the right way to handle all this? Yeah. I think what you're getting at is we got a new low.
I can tell you what ain't the right way to handle it.
Yeah.
That's like you've got a date for the prom, but all of a sudden you got one that might be a little more attractive or more willing to enjoy post-prom activities, I don't know, and you say, can you go? And if you'll go, I'll can this other one. I mean, that may be the most unbelievable dismissal and hiring. And if I'm Cristobal, I'm going, wait a minute. If they'll do this to him.
Exactly. Nobody ever thinks about that, though. And nobody, hey, this guy cheats, or this girl cheated, but she's not going to do it to me. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, you talking about distasteful, man, that was as low as it could possibly be, in my opinion. I mean, just, that dude, how would Manny Diaz, how would the players react? They see more of this stuff than I do.
Right.
How do they react if all of a sudden they don't get Cristobal and now they're stuck being coached by Plan B?
Well, and I guess we should too mention that Manny Diaz got a job at Temple and then left them for a hotter girl in Miami. So.
Yeah, you know what? I guess karma.
Yeah.
You put it out to the universe and you get it back. I thought another interesting hire was the Notre Dame hire. And look, the way that those players reacted, I don't know if the dude's going to win games or not. I mean, you have to assume he's got a chance. But, man, his players really seem to love him. And that's going to go an awful long way. So just the whole thing has been, I mean, when you just mention the names of teams that made coaching changes, it's who's who.
Right. Yeah. It's the big boys. It's all of them. Yeah. All right. Mully, before we let you go, we got to wrap it up. We got to have you pick a bowl game This is 40 bowls in 14 days. Shirley, can you hit that for us, please? As
40 bowls
thank you.
in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days. Oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days.
40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days.
Ah, yeah, here we go. It's time for Mike Mullis to make his selection. And we are going to Ladd Peoples Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. The Lending Tree Bowl, Mully. Good screen by Chandler there. 5:45 ESPN. This will be December 18th. That is on a Saturday. And Mully, we got the Eagles of Eastern Michigan taking on the Flames of Liberty. Both teams 7-5 going into this bowl game. Could you give us a selection, sir?
Hugh Freeze and the Flames by 10, and I'm so glad we cut off our conversation to listen to that intro that it has not gotten better since last year.
Mully, thank you for joining us, and we'll talk again soon.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, pal. There's Mike Mullis. Mike Mullis is a tough love guy. He'll crap on you. He'll run you over. But you know what? He'll be the first one to pick you up right after it. Gotta love him. I do like our pickers this year are giving us a score. Like Mully's got Liberty by a lot. I think Igo says BYU is going to take it to UAB.
Did Chandler give a score yesterday?
Chandler took Fresno State over UTEP. I don't know if you said what kind of game it's going to be. You just gave us a winner. Oh, you like Fresno to cover?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fresno to win and cover. Troy D has Coastal all over Northern Illinois. And Ellerby, going against the grain, took Middle Tennessee in the Bahamas Bowl over Toledo. We will revisit 40 bowls in 14 days with Bryce Williams coming up in hour number 3. Right now, we'll take a timeout, come back when we return. Jeff Charles joins us. We'll recap East Carolina's win over A&T. We'll talk Pirate football, ECU, BC, and have more for you. Back with you on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Happy holidays, folks. Let me tell you what we have going on in December. December is the greatest month to purchase a vehicle. We have 90 days till first payment. You heard me, 90 days till first payment. So you can get your Christmas gift and not have to worry about paying for it for 90 days. Also, come check out the Jeep Grand Wagoneer and Wagoneer that is just launched. Let me tell you, folks, this vehicle is phenomenal. All the features and benefits that you need for your family, and the most iconic SUV, the Jeep Wagoneer. If you need help with Christmas ideas, we have you covered, offering B&W trailer hitches. Also, our service department can take care of you with lift, wheels, tires, and accessories for your next vehicle. Will be a perfect Christmas gift. Come check us out at our state-of-the-art service department. And don't forget, we have a vehicle for all budgets. So if you're looking for that vehicle under $5,000, we have you covered. Trucks, SUVs, vans, we have it all, folks. And remember, drive a little, save a lot.
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram between Greenville and Washington, and WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
Sawyer's Fun Park is the place to be this holiday season. You know the kids already love it, but now the adults can have fun too. Visit the brand new expanded patio at Sawyer's Fun Park. On Wednesdays, it's karaoke. Thursday is open mic night, and Friday and Saturday evenings always feature live music. Let the kids have a blast hanging out at Sawyer's Fun Park, and now you can have as much fun too. And remember, it's never too early to buy gift cards. Sawyer's Fun Park, fun for kids of all ages, including adults. Sawyer's Fun Park on Corey Road in Winterville.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink this fall. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's Original Hot and Judy's Mild Sweet Chili Hot Dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Big John Williams, strength and conditioning coach for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Villa Verde on 10th Street and Villa Verde Dos by the hospital are open for you, serving unique and healthy dishes from the Dominican Republic. Order online at myvillaverde.com or the Villa Verde app. You can also order a family meal that feeds 6 to 7 people, and they'll have it ready for curbside pickup today. Whether it's dine-in or takeout, Villa Verde is a platform for good. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you halfway home here on a Wednesday. We will now head out to the Fixed NC Live line, talk to the Sportscaster of the Year in the state of North Carolina in 2000 and 2014. He's the voice of the Pirates. Jeff Charles joining us today on the Fixed NC Live line. Voice, how you doing today?
Clip, I'm doing great, and Pirate basketball is doing great as well, aren't they? The guys are playing really, really well, undefeated at home, 7-0, 8-2 start. Can't really ask for a whole lot more than that, Clip.
Yeah, we'll certainly take that any day of the week and any year. A good start to the season for East Carolina. We were talking about this yesterday with Cy and with others, Jeff. I didn't realize East Carolina had turned into Duke, and Joe Dooley had turned into Mike Krzyzewski, playing every game at home or a neutral site until conference play begins. I don't remember a schedule, Jeff, without a true road game for East Carolina in the non-conference schedule, but that's what we're getting this season.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Of course, the Pirates play those 3 games in Myrtle Beach at a neutral site, and then, of course, they're going over to Charlotte a week from Friday and playing in the Naismith Hall of Fame tournament.
And so, yeah, you're right, Clip. I don't know if a lot of people are thinking about it in those terms, but good scheduling for Joe Dooley. And also, we always talk about Jim Boeheim at Syracuse. He does the same thing with Syracuse, it seems like, each and every year. But, the travel in the American Athletic Conference is so great, and it takes a toll on the guys. And, you start that in January, you go January, February, into the middle part of March. So there's a lot of travel, a lot of road games. And I think Joe's philosophy is play as many games as you can at home and play as many games regionally as you can. And that's what he's been able to do. There are so many Division I basketball programs within a stone's throw, really, of East Carolina University that you can really schedule regionally. And until the program gets to a point, Clip, to where you could really compete and win games against maybe bigger and better competition on the road, I think this is a smart way for East Carolina to go schedule-wise.
And with the wins piling up and all these home games, Jeff, you're seeing some pretty good crowds. I was unable to make it to Minji's last night, but saw Eric Ward was commenting on the student turnout, great student turnout last night, and you just hope it can keep building and building, and hopefully we can get a lot of locals in for the Wichita State game. That'll be a good game on a Wednesday night, December 29th, and then when the students come back, you'll get some good home games with conference teams rolling in here, but hopefully it's building something, and people are getting excited about Pirate basketball.
Well, everybody loves a winner, and the guys are winning. I think sometimes it takes a little while to catch on, but I think people now are talking about Pirate basketball just a little bit. Of course, they're talking about the bowl game, too. But I was really encouraged with the student turnout last night, Clip. The lower bowl was full, and also a tip of the cap to the North Carolina A&T Aggie fans. They showed up in numbers, and we remember a few years ago when they came here in football, they had a great turnout in the football game as well. And they travel, well, they call it Aggie Pride over at A&T, and there's a lot of pride in their athletics program and their school. And I would guess there were at least 150, 200 Aggie fans behind the bench last night. That's one of the biggest contingents I've seen in a long time for a visiting school. So give them some props as well. They came out in numbers, and a lot of folks were there to see Tyler May, the former Farmville Central star.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure a lot of folks from Farmville came over for the game. But, yeah, I was really encouraged, Clip, of the lower bowl really looked good. Now, got to do some work as far as up top is concerned, but still, it was not bad last night. So, yes, you're right. The Wichita State game will be the conference opener, and hopefully people will come out for that. But, when I really started thinking about college basketball, Clip, is in January when college football is over and everybody kind of gets back into a routine following the holidays, and college basketball is front and center. So if this team can continue to win, I think we're going to see some great crowds this year in January, February, and March in Greenville.
Jeff, about 23 from Vance Jackson last night, hitting 4 from behind the arc. J.J. Miles had 20 for East Carolina. Tristan Newton, 14. They did this a lot without Brandon Suggs, who we didn't see in the second half. And we'll talk about that in a moment. But Vance Jackson, we've seen games this year where he has been on the bench. I remember a game in Myrtle Beach in particular. He was on the bench for most of the second half, and we've seen him struggle. We've now seen a couple of 20-point games from Vance Jackson, and looks like the guy that was talked about heading into this season. And he's so smooth offensively, so kind of deliberate with the basketball, almost at times looks slow, but it's there's a method to the madness. And we saw some of his moves last night and what makes him a dangerous offensive player.
No doubt about it, Cliff. He's 6'9" and 230, so sometimes he does look like maybe he's moving a little bit slower. But he's more of a perimeter player than he is an inside player. And we had Vance on as our star of the game on the network on the postgame show last night. And I mentioned to him that he looked like the Vance Jackson to me that we saw at UConn in his freshman year. And he made 21 starts at UConn as a freshman and was a top 40 high school national recruit coming out of Pasadena, California. This guy's a player. I think what we saw early on, Cliff, was some rust with him, because he just didn't play very much last year at Arkansas. Now, prior to that, he had 2 really good years at New Mexico, and he averaged 13 points a game in those 2 years combined, and he was a main player out there for the Lobos, and then he transferred to Arkansas. Things didn't work out real well there, and so he's really almost got kind of a year's worth of rust, and so I think he's just now kind of getting into the flow like he was, with the Lobos 2 or 3 years ago. So that's a good sign. It takes guys a while sometimes if they haven't played a whole lot, and I think he lacked a little confidence because he wasn't playing last year much for the Razorbacks, and he's gotten a fresh start here. He's a really good guy, and Joe Dooley always talks about that, how well he has fit in and become a part of this team. So, yes, we're really excited about Vance Jackson. He's put two really nice games together, 21 and 23 points. And you mentioned J.J. Miles as well, Clip, and he had 20 points, and every once in a while, of course, he'll be good for 20 points. But if you look at the stat sheet, he had 9 rebounds last night. JJ's not really a big rebounder, but he actually led the team in rebounds with 9. So that was good. Tristan Newton didn't have the usual Tristan Newton game. He had 14 points. He certainly contributed and did a nice job down the stretch. And then Tremont Robinson-White does what he does. He was just solid, and he had 11 points. So they were playing shorthanded last night. Luigi DeBow was attending his grandmother's funeral, and hopefully he will be back here in a few days. And then, of course, Alonzo Frink is still battling that foot injury, so you had 2 big guys who did not play, and then the freshman had to step up and play quite a bit last night. Marlon Leston, who is just getting his feet wet. He's a young pup. You could tell when he's out on the floor, Cliff, he's not really ready to contribute offensively yet, but he did play 15 minutes last night and did some nice things. So he'll probably continue to get some more playing time for this ball club.
Leston got credited for 1 rebound last night, Jeff, but I swear he had his hand on a lot of balls coming off the rim in the passing lanes. He's active and scrappy, and yeah, we saw him in his debut last Tuesday and just didn't look very comfortable on the court, and that's going to change the more he's able to get out and play. But I like how active he is inside, especially on the defensive end, and when it comes to rebounding, we might see him in conference play if East Carolina needs to go to a big lineup.
Yeah, I think so, Clip, and he's just a young pup, as I mentioned. He's 6'9", he's 200 pounds. He's got the kind of body that he can fill out and be, a lot bigger. So I think there is certainly some potential there. Offensively, he's still a work in progress, but they're not asking him to do much offensively at this point. But, he's another good young player that East Carolina and Joe Dooley, they brought into this program, and so we're going to see him play, and he's getting a chance to play now because some guys are out of the lineup.
Long layoff for this team, Jeff, with exams and everything going on, so they won't play until next Friday when they'll take on Liberty at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. They'll close out the non-conference slate with Southern Miss at home coming up December 21st on a Tuesday at Minges Coliseum. So ECU just 2 games left in the non-conference before they get into conference play. I mentioned this, Jeff, on Monday night. I don't know if you saw that Texas Southern knocked off Florida. It was the first time a SWAC team had ever beaten a top 25 SEC team, 51-0 heading into that game. And then congratulations to Texas Southern for getting that win. And they blew them out. I mean, they wore them out. They were up big in that game. So it made me appreciate these wins over, South Carolina State by 8 points, Coppin State by 1 point, or by 2 points, Old Dominion by 1. You never know night in, night out when you're going to be the team to get upset. And to ECU's credit, they've won every game they were technically supposed to win this year, Jeff.
Yeah, they really have, Clip. And these MEAC teams, or in the case last night of North Carolina A&T, they've been a MEAC team for years and years and making the transition now to the Big South. Where East Carolina has an advantage on those teams is East Carolina is bigger and they have more length at like every position. But these teams come in here and they have talented guys. The kid Marcus Watson last night for North Carolina A&T, he was a top 150 recruit, and he's a really nice player. He'd been at a couple of other schools and then transferred to North Carolina A&T, but he's a good player. Pirates did a good job on him last night, held him to 11 points. But, each one of these teams that they come in here, number one, they play extremely hard. Gardner-Webb, I thought, with Tim Kraft, played really hard. And I thought probably here recently, Coppin State maybe played the hardest of any of these teams, and they really played hard. I was really impressed with the way Juan Dixon had his guys playing, and they had been losing, and so, sometimes you wonder what kind of effort they've been getting, but he brought a team in here that really laid it on the line like almost all these teams have. So you got to be ready every game, Clip, as you and I have talked over the years. There are just so many good basketball players out there. And these schools, in the case of North Carolina A&T, I think this would surprise a lot of folks. but they've been to the NCAA tournament 10 times in their history. So there's a good history of basketball over in Greensboro with A&T, and they're always going to bring in a representative team. They did beat the Pirates once, but where East Carolina, again, has the advantage is they're usually longer in every position on the floor. And I asked Coach Dooley about that the other day. I said, Joe, is that by design when you go out and recruit? And he said, it definitely is. I'm looking for long guys with long arms and broad shoulders and guys who can get mismatches, and that's what we usually see with Tristan Newton at 6'5". Oftentimes he's being guarded by a guy 6'1" or 6'2", and he's able to elevate over those guys when he gets about 15 feet, from the basket in the paint or in that area, and he just goes over the top and makes a short jump shot. So there's a method to the madness there too, Cliff, in the recruiting. Joe really likes long guys, and he's got a bunch of long guys when you look at this roster.
No doubt about that, Jeff. And also you mentioned, the harmony within this team right now, and a lot of good guys on the roster that get along, and that leads to, that can show up on the court. And I bring that up because we've kind of touched on this in the past. Penny Hardaway has developed an incredible roster there in Memphis, but if you can't get them to play together and all buy in, it's not going to matter. And they played a pretty tough schedule, but they have now lost 3 in a row there at Memphis. They were blown out by Iowa State, lost at Georgia, who's really, been struggling over the years, and also lost at Ole Miss. So again, playing a tough schedule, but have you seen some of the comments from Penny Hardaway where he's talking about the jealousy amongst the older guys and younger guys on the roster, and how he's having trouble getting these guys to buy in, play defense, all that? A good thing about college basketball, you got a ton of time to figure all this stuff out, and they could be playing great in March when it matters. But right now, he has been very vocal in the public about the issues going on with his basketball team right now.
Yes, he has, and I'm hearing a lot of people talk about that as well, Cliff. Things aren't good in Memphis right now, and sometimes you can just have too much talent, too many stars, and not everybody can be the man. And these kids that he brings in, they have been the man everywhere they have been, in high school or prep school or junior college or transfers. I mean, they've been like the main guy. Well, you bring in all the main guys, and they're on one team, and they all can't be the main guy. So it's a situation where you have to really figure out the pieces. And he probably will. He's got Larry Brown with him and Rashid Wallace down there with him now as assistant coaches at Memphis. And they're going through some growing pains with some young guys. But when I watched him play, Clip, if I'm Penny Hardaway, the thing that I'm most concerned about is just the lack of any cohesiveness as far as their offense is concerned. They bring the ball down, and it just doesn't seem like they know what to do on offense in the half court. And either a guy jacks up a bad shot or they turn it over, and I'm not really sure what they're trying to do offensively. And I think what's puzzling about that is that Larry Brown was brought in, I assume, to really coach the offense, and, he is a terrific offensive coach. I mean, those teams at SMU and everywhere else he's coached, we used to always comment on the great ball movement that those teams have and just how well they execute in the half court. Well, for whatever reason, it's not working at Memphis, and you're right, it might be a buy-in problem, but it's just not working for them right now. Now, they may get it figured out, and they've got great talent. We all know that. But right now, Clip, in this league, Houston, I think, is far and away the best team in the league, and we talk about it every year. Kelvin Sampson is just a terrific coach, and he's got really, really good talent, almost there with Memphis, I would say, talent-wise, but they're so well coached. And they play such great defense that right now I just have to think they're the best team in the league, and we'll have to wait and see how Memphis progresses this year. And, right now it's kind of tough to find the third best team in the league. I don't really know who is third best. I know Cincinnati is playing pretty well, but I don't think they're going to overwhelm anybody with their personnel and a first-year coach in Wes Miller. So I think this year, the Pirates do have a chance to move up in the standings. I really do. I know we've been in this position before, and the Pirates have had hot non-conferences and faded once the conference season has started. You know that as well as I do, Clip. But I really do believe this year the Pirates are better. I think they've got better personnel on the floor. They look like an American team, and I'm encouraged. I really think this is the year the Pirates could move up in the standings in the league.
Jeff Charles has a lot of basketball to call. He's got one more football game to call, Jeff. Yesterday we talked to the play-by-play voice of the Boston College Eagles, John Meter Perel, and talked about some of the connections with East Carolina and Boston College. Of course, Steve Logan, head coach here, offensive coordinator there at BC. Also, Dominique Davis got some snaps in at Boston College before coming here to East Carolina. And also, there was one more that's now I'm blanking on.
Jeff Jagosinski.
You got him as far as the coach goes. Oh, Winston Tabbs was the other and of course, we hadn't seen him play for East Carolina this year, unfortunately. But John had a lot of great things to say about Winston Tabbs. Hopefully, we can see him on the court at some point. So there are some connections, Jeff, but no meetings, no games to call between these teams. So you'll get to see BC coming up on the 27th.
And I'm excited about it, Cliff, because, you kind of get tired of seeing the same old teams all the time, and the Pirates have never played Boston College, and I have never seen them play any other stops I've been before ECU. I've never broadcast a game with BC, so I'm excited about that, seeing a new team, new personnel, new coaches, and learning about the history of their program. So, yeah, and I think Pirate fans are excited to see a new team as well. So, got to continue to sell those tickets. I think it's about 4,000 sold now. Hopefully that number will come up as we get closer to the bowl. I don't know how many tickets the Boston College has sold. Did you ask the gentleman you had on yesterday about their ticket sales?
He says he thinks it'll be pretty good, and a lot of that is due to the large base of BC alums in that area, in the DMV, he said. And I don't know how excited necessarily they are about going to this bowl game after a 6-6 season, but he does think that there will be a nice contingency there. So, look, East Carolina got the head start on them to get tickets, so hopefully there'll be more Pirate fans than BC fans there, Jeff, but we'll have to wait and see on that.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, when the Pirates played up there before, Maryland, right in their own backyard, of course, had a few more fans than East Carolina.
Yeah.
It wasn't a whole lot more, but all they had to do is drive a half hour to RFK, as you remember last time the Pirates were there. So you would think that they would have more. But Boston College, I don't know how much excitement there is around their team right now, Cliff, because they've lost 6 of their last 8 games, and they started off, 4-0. But this is the world we live in now in college football and in bowl games where a team has lost 6 of its last 8 games and they're going to a bowl game. I mean, years ago, that would have been a pipe dream and would have never happened, but there are so many bowls now out there. Any team that wins 6 games, regardless of how they finish, they're going to be in a bowl game somewhere. But, when your team has been losing like that, interest starts to wane late in the season. So, I don't know how their fans really feel about their team right now, but we'll find out. We'll see what their fan base looks like when we get to Annapolis.
It was summed up pretty easily when we talked to John yesterday about why the struggles happened, and he said, if you don't have a quarterback, you're going to struggle in college football. And Phil Dracovic is their quarterback who got injured, and when he returned, they played Virginia Tech. No surprise, they won that game. He's going to be healthy and ready to go, it appears, for the bowl game. So good QB matchup. Dracovic actually announcing a day or two after Holton Ahlers that he will be returning for another year at BC. So some excitement there at the quarterback position, just like around here with Holton Ahlers coming back next year.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And he's a big, strong kid. He's like 6'4", 6'5", 230, 235 pounds. I mean, he looks like an NFL quarterback size-wise, and he was a highly recruited kid coming out of Pennsylvania, I believe. I think he was a 4-star. So, this kid is a good player. There's no doubt. And when he went down, they really did struggle. Defensively, they played pretty well. Their offensive stats are not very good because, as you mentioned, he's been on the shelf. But they'll bring a very, very good football team against the Pirates. I mean, East Carolina can't take anybody for granted, and Boston College, down through the years, as I've watched them play, they always seem to play Virginia Tech, even when Virginia Tech has really good teams tough, and they beat the Hokies quite often. So they've had a good tradition with Doug Flutie going back, many, many years ago, and they will bring a good football team into Annapolis, I should say. And this is a team that has struggled because of injuries as of late, but they did get off to that 4-0 start and were playing really well when they they had everybody healthy, Clip, earlier in the year.
Yeah, and lost that season, that conference opener to Clemson, and things kind of went downhill from there. But looking forward to a good one coming up on the 27th. It'll be a 2:30 kickoff, so we'll be with you 10:30 a.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate on that Monday, December 27th. Looking forward to that. Jeff, always appreciate the chat on Wednesdays here. Enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your week. I guess you'll get a little time off, at least from calling games. So nice little rest for the voice here coming up.
Yeah, I'll take it. Believe me, it's been really hectic. I was looking back over this past month in November, and we had 13 different events, football, basketball, coaches, radio shows. So it has been busy like it always is in November, but we like it that way. But we'll get a little breather here this weekend, and then, of course, get ready to go to Charlotte. And that's going to be a fun day over there, Clip. There will be 8 teams there and 4 games. The Pirates playing the first game against Liberty. We'll talk more about that, of course, next week. But it's going to be wall-to-wall basketball in Charlotte and at a great venue, the Spectrum Center. So I think everybody's looking forward to going over there and playing well and seeing if the Pirates can get another win.
Yes, sir. We owe Liberty one. They've had our number over the years, so maybe we can get one next Friday. Jeff, thanks. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Clip. Always enjoy it.
Yes, sir. There's the voice, Jeff Charles, joining us on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap up Hour 2 of today's show. Get you ready for a big Hour 3, where we will talk to Bryce Williams and also open up the Pirate Radio treasure chest here on a Wednesday. It's all ahead. We return on Pirate Radio Live. We are back with you after this.
What the heck was that?
Oh, that was Chuck from Naughty Dog. They just did a new beer release, and he gets so excited he runs around town screaming and telling everyone. I told him I would cut this new commercial instead and let people know to get to Naughty Dog this holiday season to try their new beers, that they're open 7 days a week, and that they're doing a fundraiser to drop off food and toys for dogs. Go to Naughty Dog Brewing Company on Main Street in downtown Winterville today, and maybe you'll see Chuck there screaming. Follow Naughty Dog on Facebook and Instagram for more fun.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
'Tis the season to make your home full of cheer with the best Christmas decor right here in Uptown Greenville. Hi, this is Jess with Halo Home Store. Our store is full of holiday decor and home accessories galore. With over 15 years of design experience, I can bring your home to life with Halo's one-of-a-kind unique decor and gifts with new inventory coming in daily. We also offer a wide variety of design services. Be sure to follow us on social media or visit HaloHomestore.com. Happy holidays, y'all.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at FactoryMattressUSA.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in eastern North Carolina. With Blackwood and Mills Creek in Greenville, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar in Ayden, these are just a few of the developments featuring BMS Builders homes. They can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or East Carolina football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. BMS Builders. Give them a call at 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All righty. Quick look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard before we get into Hour 3. Good win by the Canes last night. They've won 2 in a row, knocked off Winnipeg. The Charlotte Hornets in action tonight against the 76ers at home in Charlotte. And if you're saying that I just made a mistake and that game was played Monday, well, you're right. It was played Monday, and I'm right. They're going to play again tonight. A weird scheduling quirk that has the Sixers taking on the Hornets Monday in Charlotte and tonight in Charlotte. Hornets still undermanned, Chandler. Yeah, so going to be tough to beat the Sixers tonight in the Hive. Apparently there is a Big East Big 12 battle. I was unaware of this 1 week after the ACC Big 10 tournament. It'll be UConn and West Virginia tonight at 7 o'clock. UConn is ranked. West Virginia is favored in the game in Morgantown. Also, Indiana and Wisconsin will play in a Big 10 matchup coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. Also in Big 10 play, it'll be Michigan State and Minnesota. Is the only game of the Big East Big 12 battle UConn, West Virginia? Is anybody else participating in this? Let me take a look at the Big 12 schedule tonight. Utah plays TCU, Kansas State plays Marquette. So I guess there's one game in the Big East Big 12 battle. Whatever. That's coming up tonight in Morgantown. All right, we will take a break, come back. Bryce Williams is here. Bryce Williams, our bowl analyst, he had it from the get-go. He had this matchup, East Carolina, Boston College.
Called it a long time ago, and nobody else had him on their radar.
I bet he don't even remember this. We'll see if he does. Bryce will join us. We'll open up the treasure chest. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors, Fun Hour 3 on tap. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. I want to invite you to join our team on Saturday, February 5th for our 2022 Pirate Baseball Banquet. This event will be hosted by Pirate Radio's Brian Bailey, and we have 2 former ECU greats as our keynote speakers. Current first base coach for the Dodgers, Clayton McCullough, and current Oriole, Connor Norby. We will have a silent auction and an autograph hour at the ECU Student Center. The meal will be provided by the famous McCall's Barbecue and Seafood. All proceeds from the banquet will go directly to ECU Baseball. Get your tickets today at ECUPirates.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
'Tis the season to be holly jolly and healthy. Purple Blossom Yoga Studio is Greenville's premier freestanding studio, locally owned and operated right in the heart of uptown Greenville on Evans Street. Purple Blossom Yoga offers a wide variety of yoga classes, aerial yoga, sound baths, private group sessions, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga's holiday gift card event is the perfect gift to put under the tree. It's the gift that will keep on giving, health and wellness all year round. Visit us online at purpleblossomyogastudio.com or our social media for our class and event schedule, studio information, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform into a new you.
Looking for that perfect gift or stocking stuffer for a friend, work colleague, or family member? Well, Tommy's Express Car Wash has the perfect idea for you. Come to Tommy's now and purchase a gift card for unlimited washes for the month, and you get a gift card for free. That's right, it's buy one, get one free on the Premier Works Unlimited Car Wash only at Tommy's. Unlimited cards are available for $34.99. Buy one, get one free. Going on now at Tommy's Express Car Wash at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Other food delivery apps charge surprise fees, but Domino's is giving away $50 million worth of surprise frees, like free pizza, lava cakes, or cheesy bread when you order delivery online. And we found some unique ways to get the word out. Like screaming it! We even called Paul Revere.
Free lava cakes are coming!
Order delivery online and you could get a surprise free from Domino's. No purchase necessary. Open U.S. residents 13 and up through 11/21/21. Odds of winning are 1 in 14. See rules at surprisefreeze.domino's.com for free entry, blackout dates, restrictions, and details.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
If you live in Eastern North Carolina, chances are you've heard of Riley's Army. Riley's Army started in 2008 and has provided emergency support to over 300 families who have a child with cancer. Join us on Sunday, December 12th at 2 p.m. at the Winterville Parks and Rec campus for the Santa Dash, benefiting kids with cancer and their families right here in our community. Bring a new, unwrapped gift for a Riley's Army family and help us give our families the Christmas they deserve. Register at runtheeast.com or call us at 252-481-4471. We can't do it alone. We need an Army.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Live well, move more, and hurt less with Kinetic Physical Therapy. If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has nationally certified therapists for physical, occupational, speech, and massage therapy, all in a state-of-the-art facility on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Visit kineticptgreenville.com for more information. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, Hour 3 here on a Hump Day edition of Pirate Radio Live. We're going to make you a big winner. Open up the treasure chest coming up later on this hour. And you can enjoy some of the greats of days past, like Mark Hall, David Stahl, Kerry Brown, Bob Morfitt, and Patrick Brown, who have won inside the 2021 treasure chest. Bryce Williams will be alongside to announce our prize today, and he joins us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Bryce, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How are y'all?
Doing great. A little chilly outside today.
It is.
We will go Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce later on this hour. But first, let's look back to last week. We were ending the show. Bryce, when he joins us, makes a prediction for every ECU game. It's the last thing on the agenda every week. We didn't have a game to predict, but we had an opponent to predict for the Military Bowl. And I was hearing a lot of Virginia Tech, saw Louisville. People had an outside hope it would be North Carolina. But Bryce Williams threw out a team that I hadn't heard many people say. Let's hear that from last week, Shirley. This is at the end of the show. Bryce Williams picking our bowl opponent. Bryce, we don't have a game to predict yet, but you want to predict our opponent for the Military Bowl?
Well, you said
ACC team.
An option, but it can be any ACC team.
Sure, just pick one.
I'm gonna go. That's a lot of options. For some reason, I don't know why Boston College is coming up.
Okay.
But are they even bowl eligible?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
BC, says Bryce Williams. And Bryce, you acted like you didn't know, when really the full time you knew it was going to happen. How about that?
That's pretty. I told when I walked in here and you mentioned that, I totally forgot I said that. And I was like, well, dang, that's pretty cool. I pulled that out of thin air, went with the gut, and pretty crazy that actually worked out.
I asked you, what do you know that we don't know? And you said you're good.
Exactly.
Trust
I should have bought a daggum lottery ticket.
Yeah, and maybe it's not too late.
That's a shot in the dark, I feel like. I mean, for the most part, maybe.
Again, nobody was talking about BC.
Yeah.
They had the natural fit in Boston with the Fenway Bowl, which is played up there. First one in Fenway Park. And I guess a lot of people just assumed they would be there, but they go a different route, and BC is headed to Annapolis to take on the Pirates. There are some connections, and we went over those with former Pirate head coach Steve Logan, was the offensive coordinator there during the Matt Ryan days, I believe. Dominique Davis came from BC to junior college to East Carolina. Jeff Jagosinski has coached at both places, and Winston Tabbs is a basketball player we're still waiting to see on the court, has injury issues this year that came from BC. But I don't know, do you got any BC connections, Bryce? When you think Boston College, what do you think about?
The only somewhat connection I think would be is I guess when I was with the Panthers, it wasn't Luke Kuechly, Boston College.
Yeah.
So that's about the closest, farthest thing from any type of connection there with Boston College.
Scott says, I bet there'll be a lot of purple in Annapolis. I think Pirate fans are fired up. Don't know how much the Boston College fans are fired up. 6-6 season, and Bryce, they started the season 4-0 non-conference, including you beat a SEC team. That's a good thing. They beat Missouri, so they're feeling good. But their quarterback goes down, and they lose to Clemson. 19-13, and then after that it kind of goes into a tailspin. State, Louisville, Syracuse, all losses. Their quarterback returns on a Friday night against Virginia Tech, Jerkovic, and they win that game. They also beat Georgia Tech, but then they end the year with losses to Florida State and Wake Forest. So 6-6, only 2 wins in league play, and it's kind of one of those things where they might just be ready to get this season over with.
Hey, that'll be fun.
Hey, exactly.
Let them be down in the dumps. We're I wouldn't say we're down in the dumps.
No,
we're pretty fired up.
I feel like we're riding pretty high.
And it's cool. I'm kind of glad it ended up being Boston College because I don't know. I guess most of the guys that on this team have played Virginia Tech. The Carolina was an option, correct? And, I mean, for me, I was like, oh, that'll be a cool game to watch because there's no. I mean, I don't know if we ever played Boston College, but that's the fun thing about the bowl game is playing teams you've never played before.
True. Yeah.
Or several years and all that. So the fact that it'll be Boston College, I think, will be a fun time for the guys, and there won't be this kind of little bit of monotonous. I would say monotonous because
I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, the different opponent, and there's no history between these two on the field. And when you think about BC, or when I do, I think about kind of almost boring running the football defense.
Right.
They have opened it up a little bit with this quarterback, so it could end up being an entertaining game with some points. The Vegas odds makers have the total at around 51. So not the highest scoring game, but decent. But Boston College opened up a 3.5-point favorite over ECU. Which, how they came up with that number, I don't know.
That'd be curious.
That's the number right now. So that's coming up on December 27th. It's a Monday at 2:30. And Bryce, you've been to a bowl game as a player. I guess you haven't had an opportunity to go to a bowl game as a fan. I was going to say.
Yeah.
How about this one? Any thoughts?
I think there was talks about it between my brother Sean and then Jay and his dad had brought it up, and I think it's like maybe in the works, but I mean, who knows?
You're a maybe.
I'm a maybe. Yeah, I may watch it in the comfort of my house and beverages and freer food.
We'll dive into this. I'll ask you today your best outside of North Carolina hunting destinations, but I wonder how the hunting is in Maryland this time of year.
Well, it's funny because Grove's from Maryland, Jeremy Grove.
Yeah, okay.
And we actually went up there and on his family farm, which was huge, and his cousin stuff. I mean, they do a good job managing it. But I shot up there one. We had a bye week or something. We drove. Grove and I drove up there and got to hunt. Ended up shooting a doe, but saw a bunch of deer, smaller bucks, and it's a really pretty land, the farmland. But then had hardwoods mixed in. Just pretty much an ideal spot that I would love to have them own. But I mean, in Frederick, it's pretty good.
Maybe get up with Grove and y'all can do a little hunting and footballing in Maryland this time. We hadn't talked to him in a while. We need to get him back on the on Pirate Radio. What is he up to these days?
So Grove is actually up in Idaho now. His wife's from there, so he's in Idaho.
So him and Shane Carden are in Idaho?
Grove's holding it up north, holding it down up north in Sandpoint.
Okay.
But he's building a house on the lake, and he's got a sweet setup. And obviously Shane's holding it down south in the Haley. So,
and there's not that many people in Idaho. So for two former Pirates to be there, that's like a big part of their population.
Two former teammates too.
That's really cool.
And teammates Housley, yeah. But that's where Grove is.
All right, good deal. Bryce, it is bowl week or bowl season, and East Carolina finally got into practice last Thursday. And they've been kind of off and on since then. Sounded like the first part of it was for the younger guys. Now they know a team, they can dive into that. But, I mean, does it get monotonous preparing for an opponent for a month? Like when you get into this bowl season? I
realize that. Yeah, 20-some days.
And the first bowl, Bryce, of the season is the 17th. So that's like the end of next week. But East Carolina doesn't play until the 27th, so that's a whole nother week and a half almost.
Yeah, that I've never had that long of a stretch. I don't think, because we were obviously the 23rd and 22nd, where normally my bowls maybe the 21st and stuff
before Christmas.
Which was, I mean, that just timed up great. I think a lot of people are happy about that, but it definitely does, especially that long. I mean, you go over the same stuff every day, and I guess there's not too much to do to change up the monotony of it. I mean, practice is practice. And then of course it obviously gets better as you get to the bowl side and able to and able to have all the other stuff ahead, but stay focused on the game.
I heard they were practicing at a local high school near DC or Annapolis. How about when you guys went? Like, where would you practice?
So we practiced when we did St. Petersburg. I remember I was either with Marshall or ECU. We were at a high school one day, I think, but then I think we got to practice on the turf at the Tropicana field. And then when we were in New Orleans was another high school. No, we got to practice at the Saints facility.
Okay.
Once or twice.
So their practice dome or facility or whatever?
Yep, the practice facility there. So that was pretty cool to see that. And then
any of the players or coaches around there for the Saints at that time, do you remember?
I think they may have been buzzing through here and there. I don't remember seeing too many of the Saints.
Because I'm a fanboy. I would have asked Drew Brees to throw me a ball if I were you. Or
that would have been cool to see Drew Brees for sure. Then the Birmingham Bowl was at Hoover. So it was that was pretty cool in a way, because that there used to be a TV show, I guess it was Hoover High or something.
Mm-hmm.
But since they were, I guess, really good in football in high school, and they did this whole TV show, I think it was on MTV or something. So it was kind of somewhat neat. It was a nice little setup. I mean, definitely for high school football.
Two-A-Days.
Was it called Two-A-Days?
Was a show about Hoover High School in Alabama.
Yeah, but then
MTV reality show.
Yeah, so it was on MTV, yeah.
Hoover High.
Yeah, so it was actually pretty cool to
Interesting.
Alex, I wonder if any of those guys went anywhere.
I did not watch this program. This is 2006 and 7. So, Bryce, this was up your alley?
Daggone.
Alex, are any of y'all familiar with this show? I'm not seeing a lot of reaction.
I am.
Chandler, you familiar with Two-A-Days, Hoover High?
Yeah, wasn't that one of the there was a kid, and forgive me if you said it prior because I was working on other things. One of the quarterbacks for that team went and played for Alabama.
Oh, yeah, I remember there being like some star quarterback.
Yeah, he went and played because I remember watching a Alabama game, and I went, "Hey, that's the kid from Two-A-Days."
Oh, wow. Definitely. I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Ross Wilson was the brother of John Parker Wilson, who played for Alabama.
Okay, yeah. I knew that there was a connection there. No, I thought that John Parker did play in one of the seasons, or he was featured in one of the seasons, I think.
Jeremy Pruitt was a coach. He was the head coach at Tennessee and is now with the New York Giants. I do know him. But some of these other guys looks like never really made it big in college football. So there you go. Interesting.
That was a little neat to
All right.
play there again.
I don't want your life.
That was Varsity Blues.
I know, but it was kind of like when you watch Two-A-Days.
I don't want your life.
Yeah, it was just when you watched it, it kind of reminded you a lot of Varsity Blues.
Chandler, get in here. No reps, Chandler.
No reps.
We need to get him in here.
He's getting a rep.
We're going to get him a rep real quick because I got a question to throw around the horn. I just wanted you to get your mouse out of here. Just kidding. Sit down and let's go favorite football movies / favorite football entertainment. Bryce named a TV show there. So we'll go around the horn.
Hey, this is actually the first time right here.
Chandler in the studio?
Been in the studio with me.
Yeah, we let him in every now and then.
Yeah.
He's got some good content.
Cat's out the bag.
Anybody ready to go?
I am.
All right. Chandler.
What'd you say?
Rudy.
For Rudy,
it's
Coach.
my all-time favorite movie.
That is a good inspirational movie for sure.
For Rudy, Coach.
Used to watch that with my grandpa. So
yeah.
And he said, "Son, one day you're gonna be like Rudy, running on the field at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium."
Well, you're wrong, buddy. You're wrong.
All right. Anybody else?
Mine is easy. The Blind Side.
Okay,
that's a good one too. Hey,
because my favorite scene in the whole movie is when Sandra Bullock calls the coach and says, "Run the dang ball."
God, they're in the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was during the game. He called his cell phone, and he answered like a dummy. He answers the phone, and all you hear is Sandra Bullock, "Run the dang ball."
Oh, we got a lot of comments, by the way, on the Two-A-Days. Brad says Coach was having an affair while filming. He told media schools were paying kids. Robert says the coach got in trouble. He had women everywhere. Man, maybe I should go back and watch this show.
Yeah, if you can find, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure maybe Peacock has it.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of the MTV stuff, but if you can find it, it's a pretty decent watch.
Do y'all remember? And you don't, because y'all were too young, and so are you probably. The what's it called? Playmakers on ESPN. They had a show, and like the NFL made them stop doing it because all the players were like doing drugs, beating women. Like it was.
I feel like I have like.
I don't remember
know if I
anything
watched
like
it
that
much, but I do like remember that.
This is 2003. And ESPN had the show, and it was Playmakers was the highest rated show on the network other than Sunday night and Saturday night football games. But it had like they were too dramatic with it, and the NFL put pressure on them and made them cancel the series because they carried NFL games. So anyway, all right, CJ, what's your favorite football movie?
I'm gonna go We Are Marshall.
No, that's a good one.
It's a great one. Tugs at the heartstrings.
I have to. I really enjoyed Remember the Titans.
That's probably my number one.
Yeah, I mean, because I love Denzel Washington as a football coach.
Yeah.
But
if we do football entertainment, can I say the Manning cast?
Sure. That has been a lot of fun this year.
Has been a lot of fun.
Eli and Peyton on Monday Night Football. Bryce, what's your favorite football movie?
I mean, if I had to think about it, it might take me a while, but the one that does come to mind is what Shirley said was, Remember the Titans is really good. Really good one. So
The Longest Yard is out there.
Yeah.
That was
which one? The original or the remake?
I've never seen the remake.
Oh, okay.
Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I've seen both. I prefer the original,
football
but
movies. This will help me out a lot better.
These are not very good, though. Let's see. 30 essential football movies, Bryce.
I feel like I've seen Woodlawn.
Any Given Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
With Al Pacino as the coach.
football is a game of inches.
Facing the Giants.
That's a good Al Pacino, Shirley.
Yeah.
Whoa! Friday Night Lights was good.
Oh, obviously.
Oh, Friday Night
That
Lights.
hit a
Yeah.
man deep.
Little Giants is a classic in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is good.
Replacements,
Replacements.
Facing the Giants is a good one.
Facing the Giants is yes.
Facing the
But
Giants.
the
is
death
good.
crawl scene is probably one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Draft Day. How does that look, Dave?
That's Kevin Costner.
That's Kevin Costner. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's kind of boring if you don't care about the behind the
Invincible?
scenes.
I remember seeing that with my dad.
Shirley, you what did you say? So Gardner Minshew.
Oh, yes. Gardner Minshew lives in the apartment that Vince Papale used to live in because Vince Papale's son, Vinny, and Gardner are workout buddies in the offseason.
What about a story? I mean,
how crazy is that?
North Dallas 40.
Now that he's playing for the Eagles, too.
I don't think I've ever seen North Dallas 40. I think our older listeners will enjoy that one. I believe a comedy. Satire.
There's one called Brian's Song, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Oh, that was a good
Waterboy is a.
yes.
Why didn't I think of that?
Waterboy's funny. Express was really good.
I've never seen The Express.
That's a good.
Bobby
because that was,
Boucher.
That movie is.
was it
Ernie Davis.
Ernie Davis, because I remember Jim Brown was before him. That's a really good movie.
Okay. Gridiron Gang has The Rock. Never seen it.
I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
Love Varsity Blues. Any Given Sunday, We Are Marshall. Oh, Jerry Maguire. I really like that movie.
Show me the money.
Show Me the Money. There's Brian's Song. Let's see. Friday Night Lights, Remember the Titans, Rudy ranked number 1 on the list. So there you go.
I mean, you can't argue. Rudy is like the natural when it comes to a particular sport movie.
It's timeless.
Like some people, they love The Natural and love Field of Dreams as far as baseball movies go.
Right.
Rudy is that way for football.
All right, the program is being said a lot in Facebook Live.
And Chad Moore just said it on Twitter.
Yeah, Chad's a huge program guy.
That was.
I remember the steroid linebacker that painted his face like a skull.
Yeah, was that
Alvin Mack, I want to say, was the name from that movie.
What was the running back moved in? I think I know the program. What's the program look like? I know what the program is.
That one was
took steroids.
That was kind of a takedown of college football almost with all the stuff going on.
I remember the program.
Unnecessary Roughness, John says. That one had Sinbad.
Yeah, and what's her face? Was it Brooke Shields?
No,
Who was it that was the woman in the movie?
Was it Swanson?
Christy Swanson?
Yeah. No?
I don't remember.
Who was the kicker in Unnecessary Roughness? That was Kathy Ireland.
Oh, okay, Kathy Ireland.
All right. Hello, Kathy. Let's see what else we got. Waterboy, Draft Day, North Dallas 40.
Sandlot.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Blue Mountain
Is that supposed to be funny?
QB1.
And Kurt Warner does have a movie coming out.
Yeah, I saw the preview for that. I thought it looks interesting.
All right, so there you go. Football films. Here's one that we did not say. Radio.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding. And is it Ed Harris?
Ed Harris and Cuba Gooding Jr.
I was trying to say. I can't say it. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yep.
and Ed Harris as the football coach.
Radio.
Oh, yeah, reverse. That was a good one.
Jay says the steroid guy in the program with his face painted reminds me of Bryce Williams. Give me a break. I don't see that at all. I remember the snot bubbles. Yeah, Robert, I do remember that. By the way, one last thought on the coach from Two-A-Days that kind of got all this rolling. Brad said he had his wife and his girlfriend at the games at the same time.
Goodness gracious.
Never a good sign.
That's
Yikes.
gutsy.
That is very gutsy.
And stupid. All right.
Welcome to the South.
I tell you what we're going to do right now. We are going to open up the treasure chest, Shirley Rhodes, and make somebody a winner here on a Wednesday. 317-1250. We've got the treasure chest locked and loaded, stacked and packed, and all kinds of other rhymes with prizes that you can win if you are caller 12 right now. 317-1250. 317-1250. We'll be back with more on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Emporium presents A Very Beer Christmas.
'Tis the season to be drinking. Fa la 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 la.
Give the gift of beer this holiday season. Emporium is offering a special 12 Beers of Christmas box. 12 Beers of Christmas is a specially curated 12-pack of beers from different breweries. The 12 Beers of Christmas will have many styles and lots are limited release. One beer for each day up to Christmas. Stop by Emporium today on Dickinson Avenue and also on Facebook and Instagram.
If you live in eastern North Carolina, chances are you've heard of Riley's Army. Riley's Army started in 2008 and has provided emergency support to over 300 families who have a child with cancer. Join us on Sunday, December 12th at 2 p.m. at the Winterville Parks and Rec campus for the Santa Dash, benefiting kids with cancer and their families right here in our community. Bring a new, unwrapped gift for a Riley's Army family and help us give our families the Christmas they deserve. Register at runtheeast.com or call us at 252-481-4471. We can't do it alone. We need an army.
Burgers, wings, hand-cut, hand-breaded chicken tenders, fresh salads, and cold beer is the starting lineup at Tiebreakers and has been keeping customers happy for 20 years. Tiebreakers family atmosphere is the perfect place to come watch your favorite team play while enjoying a great lunch or dinner. In a hurry or looking for catering options? Get Tiebreakers to go. That now includes the new curbside pickup by ordering online at tiebreakersnc.com. Tiebreakers.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Holiday time is precious. Save time and fly local at flypgv.com. Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book now at flypgv.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
It's bow time. You've probably heard folks say, don't call it a comeback. But at Bojangles, we don't like to beat around the bush. So when the sizzling, savory pork chop griller's back in all its tender, marinated chili lime glory, and you can get a pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, go ahead, call it a comeback. Get a legendary pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of '94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks.
What's going on, y'all? This is your man, Petey Pablo, and right now you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Raise up!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was another good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 35 points and closed at 35,754. NASDAQ was ahead 100 points at 15,786, and the S&P was also up 14 at 4,701. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Chad Moore continues to be the Washington Generals of the Treasure Chest. He is not today's winner because I just saw him tweet in 57 busy signals in 2 minutes, he says.
Jeez.
So you can't say he's not trying. He's not giving the effort, Bryce, but just for whatever reason, just can't get in. So 57 attempts today. Could not get in, but Jeff Dover was able to do so because he is our big winner on the Treasure Chest on this Wednesday. Jeff, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing great. And, Jeff, I recognize your name. You're usually a monthly winner here at Pirate Radio. I'm going to assume you've won in the Treasure Chest before, right?
Yes, I've won a Lazy Boy in 2017, and last year I won the Parker's Barbecue.
I tell you what goes better after a nice meal from Parker's Barbecue than a Lazy Boy to relax in?
Yeah.
Do you still have the Lazy Boy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Well, you could win another. You could win a twin this year because we do have a Lazy Boy available in the Treasure Chest. In fact, Shirley, let's before we run over the prizes, let's get the Troy D question out of the way. Jeff, what do you do?
I work at Vidant.
Okay, works at Vidant. Bryce, you got any questions for Jeff?
No, I can't.
I got another one. Jeff, what's your favorite Christmas song?
You put me on the spot there. I don't know.
I need to know before I give you a prize, Jeff.
I got a question, too.
Okay.
After he answers
the song, let's go Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells. All right, a classic. Bryce, what's your question?
Jeff, are you a real Christmas tree guy or are you a fake Christmas tree guy?
Great question.
Live Christmas tree and the fruit ball in the bag.
Nice. Good deal. I'm a live Christmas tree guy as well. So
you cut your own down and all that stuff, or I'm asking both of you at this point.
You could answer that, Jeff. He's going out on us, I think.
You buy it with the roots in the bag and then you plant it.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. Yeah. What do you do, Bryce?
Normally we just buy them, but this year we did go up to the mountains and they ended up cutting them down. But we did get to pick out the tree and everything.
All right, I got another question, Jeff. Are you an eggnog guy?
Oh yes.
Nice. Me and Jeff got a lot in common so far. This is nice.
Interesting. Anybody else got a question for Jeff? CJ, jump on in. What you got?
Favorite football movie?
Favorite football movie would have to be North Dallas 40.
All right.
Oh, we did see that.
Yeah, older school. I don't believe I ever saw that growing up, so maybe I need to check that one out. All right. Gonna close the floor for questions. All right, Bryce, you got one more.
Are you ham or turkey on Christmas? Is that right? I think that's a question.
It's more of a Thanksgiving question, but
is it?
I'd call it a Thanksgiving question. Personally.
My bad. Never mind, Jeff. That was...
what is your favorite Christmas goodie or snack or food, Jeff?
Oh, sausage balls.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now he's in my camp.
Uh-oh.
Because it is sausage ball season. All right.
Sausage ball and eggnog.
There you go. Great Q&A with Jeff there.
Yeah.
Shirley, can we run down the prizes real quick, if you don't mind, please, ma'am?
Absolutely.
Ma'ams. I'll start it out with a Pirate gift basket from UBE.
Takeout party for 10 from Parker's Barbecue.
$100 gift card from Emporium.
$100 gift card from Chico's.
A Lazy Boy recliner from Bostic Sugg Furniture.
$100 gift card to E&S Hemp Company.
$100 gift card to Fleet Feet.
Ultimate party package from Sawyer's Fun Park.
$200 gift card to Factory Mattress.
$140 gift card to Revive Health and Wellness.
Gift basket to Naughty Dog Brewing Company.
$100 in gift cards to Dap House, Christie's Europub, Sidebar, and Jarvis Street Bottle Shop.
$100 gift card to Halo.
$100 gift card to Bagel Man.
$100 gift card to Purple Blossom.
Busch Light Neon Sign, Bud Light Cooler and Beach Chair, and 2 15-packs of Bud Light from Carolina Eagle Distributing.
All right, Jeff, that's what's in the treasure chest. What would you like to win out of that?
Oh, it's just a pleasure to get through, so anything would be fine.
There you go. Everything's up for grabs. All right, here's what we're going to do. Shirley, open it up on your end. Bryce, you're going to open this up right here and see what's inside. You're going to pick out a prize, and boom!
Oh, whoa!
We got a treasure chest like, inside a treasure chest.
Like them Russian toys things.
All right, now those are the prizes. So pick one of them out, Bryce. Whichever one your fingers are feeling today. All right, he's got one of the slips. I think it's one. He's got one. And Bryce, what has Jeff Dover won today?
He has a $100 gift card to Purple Blossom Yoga Studio.
All right, Jeff. So after you eat all that Parker's,
time to get limber.
That's right. Get your stretching in at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio. What do you think?
No, that's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you for answering all our questions as well. We appreciate that. Jeff Dover, our big winner today inside the treasure chest, and we will have another winner coming up on Thursday. Good stuff. Bryce, on all your, I guess you could have done this away from being a football player, but was yoga a thing when you were doing football?
Yes, yoga is very beneficial in the football aspect. I mean, I think in a lot of aspects, obviously, of athletics, with your balance and things like that. And I think, with the breathing. But I've done hot yoga several times.
For a novice like myself, what's the difference between yoga and hot yoga?
Hot yoga, they got the room to 102, 3. I mean, it's like I know it's at least in the hundreds in the room, and you sweat a lot, which I think does help with. Is limbercy a word? Being more limber, I guess, as far as like obviously having the body warm and things like that. So it does help in that, and obviously you sweat, so you're sweating out. It's kind of just almost like a natural detox. When you sweat, so it is neat. I mean, that part's beneficial. Yoga is actually pretty dang tricky with some of the poses. We didn't do anything too extravagant, but definitely helps with exposes you a lot, as far as how your balance is and things like that. The breathing actually is pretty technical to try to get used to, especially like the breathing exercises. But yoga, yoga is definitely enjoyable, and you feel good when you get done with it, especially if you've done a, decent, workout yoga session. So
Bryce Williams knows a lot more about yoga than I anticipated.
Yes, me and my mom's favorite is the corpse pose and or the child's pose.
Okay.
All you do is lay on your back.
I might could do that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other ones, your knees are bent and kind of stretched out, so it's pretty nice.
I always hear about that downward dog.
Downward dog's a good one. We did one time, and it get your shoulders good because you're holding your body up and doing different things, and it's pretty good stuff.
All right. Stan says all I want for Christmas is one of them Russian toy things. Hey, maybe we should give out our chests for Christmas this year. We had a little trick for Bryce there. We got the treasure chest with the treasure chest inside of the treasure chest. Now you come up with a daggum
literal one, and that I'm going to be really thrown off.
Oh, a littler one is what you were saying there.
Literal.
By the way, Bryce, not to hold your feet to the fire, but somebody brought this up. One of our listeners earlier this week. They said, didn't Bryce say he was going to build a treasure chest? How are you coming along on that?
I haven't found the lumber yet.
Lumber shortage.
I don't want to just go normal pine because it doesn't look very piratey. Well, I guess I could stain it, but I have not forgot.
Okay, all right.
But maybe I'll think of something. Maybe
for 2022. You know,
I don't know the size I should get. Does it need to come on here, right? Because we got to be able to open it.
Well, not necessarily. It'd be cool to have a big fat one. We could get a camera on it somehow. So anyway,
I'll figure something out.
That'd be cool. A little workshop.
My brain's churning.
Yeah.
The only tricky part: do I do a round one or a square one, like a box?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's up to you.
Let's do it. I'm gonna Google real quick.
Yeah. All right. Good deal. All right. Let's get a break in. We'll come back. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. We also have to go 40 bowls in 14 days with Bryce Williams and have him pick a bowl game for us. He is good at selecting opponents for a bowl game, as we learned last week. We'll see how he does picking a bowl game. That and more on the way. Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey, Troy D here with my good friend Kelvin Rawls from Pest Tech. Kelvin, I just want to thank you and Chris and all the great folks at Pest Tech for such awesome service. You totally eliminated the mosquitoes in my backyard, plus the fire ant problem I was having in the yard.
Hey, you're certainly welcome, Troy. I have heard the same thing from all of our customers through the year of COVID. With everyone being home, they want to enjoy the outside and being mosquito, fire ant, and pest free.
Enjoy all your property from the kitchen to the curb. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com today for complete service.
0% alcohol, 0 grams of sugar, full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero, 0 alcohol, 0 compromise.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com. Gonna get that? Answer the call from patients who need plasma and receive up to $700 your first month when you donate at a Grifols Center. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
Your power's out. There's a water leak. What do you do? For these and other utility-related emergencies, you need service, and you want it fast. There are 2 things you can do to get the quickest response if you're a GUC customer. First, you can call the hotline at 1-855-767-2482 and report any utility-related emergency. That number is also on GUC.com. Or second, you can give GUC your phone number. The hotline process is quickest when their account records have your current phone number. Service you can count on. Greenville Utilities.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with quality equipment. Your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit qualityequip.com.
The busiest travel days of the year will soon be here. What better way to arrive at Grandma's house, or any house, than in a beautiful new vehicle? Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. The new models are a feast for the eyes, and as comfortable as mashed potatoes and apple pie. And comfortable is the way you feel each and every time you visit our dealership. Come in and get you one. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come in and see our holiday savings. You'll drive home satisfied.
Hey, Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
What the heck was that?
Oh, that was Chuck from Naughty Dog. They just did a new beer release, and he gets so excited he runs around town screaming and telling everyone. I told him I would cut this new commercial instead and let people know to get to Naughty Dog this holiday season to try their new beers, that they're open 7 days a week, and that they're doing a fundraiser to drop off food and toys for dogs. Go to Naughty Dog Brewing Company on Main Street in downtown Winterville today, and maybe you'll see Chuck there screaming. Follow Naughty Dog on Facebook and Instagram for more fun.
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Did you miss the show on Pirate Radio? Well, you can listen to all of Pirate Radio's archived local programming by subscribing to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or Spotify. Subscribe today by going to the podcast app on your iPhone or Apple device and search for Pirate Radio Audio Archives. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live. We got to go Pirate Radio Outdoors. I'll tell you what, before we do that, Shirley, let's hit 40 bowls in 14 days for our guest, Bryce Williams here.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days.
Rock 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days, 40 bowls, 14 days. 14 days. 40 bowls, 14 days.
Alright, had to get the Chandler scream in there. Alright, Bryce, here's how we do it. We, all my guests will pick a bowl game, and if you're here next week, Bryce, we'll probably double up with you, pick another. But your bowl game, and the fun part of this is that a lot of people, like yesterday we had the PA announcer for the Hurricanes, who doesn't even watch college football, had to pick a bowl game just based off the teams, the mascots, a memory, a connection. So, Bryce, let's see if you have any connections to the Utah State Aggies or the Oregon State Beavers. They're in the LA Bowl at beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. This is a Saturday 7:30 game on ABC on December 18th. So Aggies, Beavers, Utah State, Oregon State. Utah State 10-3 on the year. Oregon State coming from the Pac-12 7-5 on the season.
I'm probably gonna go Oregon State because I have a relation in that form. I played with a guy, a tight end, Connor Hamlet, in the AAF. So I'm gonna go Oregon State.
And he was a Beaver. How many Beavers do you see in the wild?
I've only seen a handful, mainly when I'm duck hunting or fishing or anything like that.
What do they do out there?
They're just swimming and
enjoying life,
damming up the water.
Yeah,
they build those, and
I remember my dad used to have to like get some kind of like controlled dynamite or something, like break up those dams.
Yeah. So that they pretty much keep to themselves.
Yeah, just working and swimming.
They're working and swimming. Yeah,
and they think they're they're having their own life, and
until we destroy them, say, hey, bud, you can't dam this water up because you're flooding my land. So
yeah, you can't do that,
you're
buddy.
You're to build your house somewhere else.
All right, Bryce is going with the Beavers. Speaking of wildlife, let's talk to Bryce about what he's been up to in the last week as far as hunting, fishing, or otherwise. So, first, my question from earlier, Bryce, where is your favorite non-North Carolina hunting been in your life?
I haven't ventured out too many places, unfortunately, just because hunting license and things like that in different states. Obviously my goal is to obviously venture out into different properties, like maybe deer hunt in the Midwest, duck hunt, say Arkansas or thing like that. But the best, I guess, experience so far, I guess, would have to be Groves, and we just went deer hunting. Because I went with my buddy Blake Norwood in Alabama, which was also very fun. We had a good time, but we didn't kill anything. Since we killed something with Grove in Maryland, I would say that was a fun time.
This is kind of stereotypical, but when you talk about places down there, I think of like wild boars or pigs or hogs. There's a lot of that going on down there.
Yeah, I think definitely down there they definitely have more the wild hogs, but I mean that would be real fun to do because obviously they would taste good to go wild hog hunting. Especially, and they can do air helicopters.
Oh, right, and shoot right out of them.
Oh, yeah. So that would even add to the thrill. So maybe that'd be a bucket list item, but I haven't been too extravagant, unfortunately, on my hunting trips yet.
One day. How about this past week, Bryce? Any hunting going on?
We didn't go hunting. We went fishing. Me and Jake and my buddy Patrick, and then Chase McDonald, and then Jake. We were on 2 different boats, but we did go trout fishing, and I caught some trout. It wasn't a stellar day. We didn't get skunked, so but it's still fun to be out there. And then we did the fishing thing, then the fish we caught, and that we had a fish fry and I guess an oyster roast and things like that, and had just a camaraderie, and it was a good time. So hoping to get in the water. Well, the weather's actually going to be real tough this weekend. Blowing it is, so I don't know if I'll be in the water. But last weekend I got to go fishing, so it was a good time.
I don't like oysters, but I love an oyster roast because, as you said, camaraderie. It's always a fun time when you're around some folks. And
oh yeah, definitely so. We had the games on.
Oh yeah, great time.
Oh yeah, so did that, music, and then of course eating the good oysters. You get a red rooster. We didn't have any jalapenos, but you get your oyster, dip it in butter, put it on your saltine, get you a little dab of horseradish,
that's how it's done,
hot sauce, and a non-spicy jalapeno. Just the one with a little zing.
Okay.
And you talk about oysters are some work, though. I mean, they're delicious, but shucking them and all that, it's definitely a tedious meal. I mean, can you imagine if you could grab them like popcorn? It would be unreal.
I posted a tweet a week or so ago because I had what people said was a tedious fruit. I said, do you like it? And a lot of the responses were, you really got to work on it. It's messy. And that fruit, Bryce, was pomegranate. How do you feel about a pomegranate?
I've had them, but I'm not too thrilled on them because pomegranates have the seeds in them, right?
They do.
Then you
it's a sweet and sour.
Hit the back of them or something to get the.
Well, you open them up and they're all. It's a very odd fruit.
Yeah,
I love it.
Which you hit the back of them from the fall out, right, or something like that.
I don't know. I've never done that. I just kind of tear them apart with my hands.
Well, you're aggressive like a bear.
You mentioned conditions. Did you see the conditions in Buffalo Monday night for the game?
No.
We had 40-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts. Mac Jones threw the ball 3 times. 2 of 3, 19 yards, and the Patriots won 14-10.
Wow.
Ran the ball 46 times for 222 yards. Jeez. It was crazy. It was an offensive lineman's dream because they were out there run blocking all night. Didn't have to worry about any pass pro.
Wow.
And, hey, a tight end caught one of the passes, Bryce.
There we go.
1 catch for 12 yards.
Wow.
2 for 3 was Mac Jones in that win. So, anyway. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We'll wrap up Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 GMC Sierra 1500. Save up to $3,000 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. I want to invite you to join our team on Saturday, February 5th for our 2022 Pirate Baseball Banquet. This event will be hosted by Pirate Radio's Brian Bailey, and we have 2 former ECU greats as our keynote speakers. Current first base coach for the Dodgers, Clayton McCullough, and current Oriole, Connor Norby. We will have a silent auction and an autograph hour at the ECU Student Center. The meal will be provided by the famous McCall's Barbecue and Seafood. All proceeds from the banquet will go directly to ECU Baseball. Get your tickets today at ECUPirates.com. Go Pirates!
'Tis the season to be holly, jolly, and healthy. Purple Blossom Yoga Studio is Greenville's premier freestanding studio, locally owned and operated right in the heart of uptown Greenville on Evans Street. Purple Blossom Yoga offers a wide variety of yoga classes, aerial yoga, sound baths, private group sessions, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga's holiday gift card event is the perfect gift to put under the tree. It's the gift that will keep on giving, health and wellness all year round. Visit us online at purpleblossomyogastudio.com or our social media for our class and event schedule, studio information, and more. Purple Blossom Yoga, where your health and mindset collide and help you transform into a new you.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Pizza. What you got there, Dad? Oh, man, the new Bacon Mania lineup from Papa John's. Oh, it's the triple bacon pizza, topped with full strips of bacon. Woo, that smell of bacon through the house has everyone showing up. And I mean everyone. It's the season of bacon at Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at carolinaqualityair.com.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
The UPS store in Winterville is now open on Fire Tower Road, across from Marabella Pizza and beside Subway. Trust the UPS store in Winterville with pack and ship guarantee and same-day printing. When it comes to shipping, the UPS store in Winterville has everything you need in one place. The boxes, the packing material, and all the assistance along with on-site notary, passport photos, and business and printing service and freight. The UPS store, now open in Winterville 7 days a week. The UPS store in Winterville is your premier location. Go Pirates!
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Watch all of Pirate Radio's local programming on YouTube Live. Go to YouTube and search for Pirate Radio TV and subscribe today. Watch Pirate Radio Live Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 and the Bud Light pregame tailgate in the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter on game days. Go to YouTube, search Pirate Radio TV, and click on the subscribe button. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Wrapping it up on a Wednesday with Bryce Williams. Bryce, that was a quick, fun hour. Appreciate you being a part of it.
It was fast. It always goes by quick.
Quack. We forgot to do our groups of animals. Well, I'll try to remember that for next week.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do that to fill some time. We will make you a winner coming up Thursday on the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest. We'll take a deeper dive into Boston College. Let's see what else. The big man on campus, Jeff Nadeau, has a boxing match Friday night. Rough and Rowdy. He'll be fighting Jersey Jerry. I don't know how familiar you are with all this. We'll talk about it with Jeff Nadeau and go over some lines tomorrow and have a lot more for you as well on Pirate Radio Live. Touchdown Tony Collins going to join us on the show as well. All right, Shirley, Chan Man, CJ, Bryce Williams, I'm Clip Brock. We'll see you Thursday at 3. Thank you, folks, for tuning in and chiming in as well. We'll talk to you tomorrow. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.9